I'm Aaron.
I'm Gareth.
And today we've got the boys from Gtech Motorworks.
Motorworks.
I keep saying
right.
motorsport.
It is motorsports as well.
Oh, is it?
That's our new.
But there's no affiliation to Gtechnic that we're
Not
associated
yet.
with. And Gtech, it's just coincidence. So we've got Imty.
I was going to say, before we start, we've got Imty and...
We've got Ammo, or Craig, or whatever, the BMW Madman.
BMW
or
Madman.
however he's known, joining us today. How are we?
Good, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us on.
It's all good, man. It's all good. We've got a different setting because we decided to bring on the two beasts, which we'll
Both
touch
of
on
the toys in the back.
in a little bit. Yeah. How's things?
Good. Just busy with everything. Plenty to
Lot
be
of
getting
things
on with.
Yeah.
There's always too much work.
That's right.
Are you working tonight after you've done this?
We've got a little bit of filming to do, haven't we, after this?
We have.
So we're non-stop at the moment. Obviously, last, I think, year, I've been doing my own filming and editing. Obviously,
So do you do it all yourself? 'Cause
I do all
obviously-
the filming and editing myself. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
Obviously, I get help sometimes from Craig, who stars in the film, in the show, and then obviously
He'll just hold the camera
we got- we
every
got
now and
I'll sit
again.
around it.
we've got some of our other team who's here today.
Yeah,
Man like
behind the
Coffee.
scenes.
behind the scenes.
So yeah, he's shortly coming on board. He's one of my good friend's son, who's
Yeah.
really into this. So yeah, often, I mean, when I first started editing my own videos, I was up till 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, but now I've got pretty decent at it.
So those that don't know, obviously you've got your own YouTube channel.
That's
So
right, yeah.
so you've got obviously Gtech Motorworks.
Yeah.
So you predominantly obviously work on German cars.
Yeah, so we're a BMW Audi specialist.
Yeah.
We've been running for around 10 years now, based off Ascot Drive in Derby.
Which is literally around the corner from us.
And anyone who knows me knows that I'm pure BMW man. The only reason...
Don't say that in front of him. You'll offend him. He's like, hang on, what?
That's why he's here.
And more.
That's why he's here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the reason it's a BMW, Volkswagen, Audi group specialist garage is because I've got links with Volkswagen, Audi. I used to work there.
Okay,
and then Rolls-Royce.
Yeah.
So we decided to become a BMW, Volkswagen, Audi specialist, and we're busy, man. We're rammed.
Good.
We see 60, 70 cars a week, maybe
Really?
more sometimes, yeah.
Wow.
We're
And then on top of that, you're doing your YouTube thing
yeah,
as
on
well.
top of that, we're doing the YouTube. I've got my crazy builds, which we'll come on to in a minute. I always get shouted at by my missus. Why are you doing that to a brand new car?
What's the point?
What's the point?
I think it's the shock value, isn't it? Like, we were saying, like, as soon as you started putting videos of this up, we were like, it's just mad
He's
that
about
you're
to rip
taking a
it
brand...
apart.
Yeah, we were like, oh,
You either
what?
go all that, don't you? This is the thing. But the thing is, I think if you're a car enthusiast like all of us,
Yeah.
you just don't leave a car. My missus said to me, she went, what would be the ultimate car for you? And I'm like, I'd love a 335i Touring. Would you leave it standard? I'd be like, maybe. And then, 5 years down the line, I'm maxed out on it. I can't do any more. I'm like, I can put an M5 engine.
Yeah.
It's best to do it on a new car, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
There's no rusty bolts.
Yeah, everything's-
We
everything's
stripped and
fresh.
rebuilt that in about 38 hours.
Oh, yeah, you'd have been adding another 50 hours on if that was 10 years
Yeah.
older.
This one, every bolt came out so
Every
easy.
bolt came out nice and easy. Everything went back together. Torque, marked up. The build was done rapid. Obviously, there was a few delays on other parts, which we can't really discuss about at the moment. Drivetrain issues, but obviously they're all resolved now. So some big news coming on that very, very soon. But yeah, currently it's pushing 1,000 horsepower. And next week,
Is that it?
That's it.
nothing these days.
No,
isn't it?
it's
Baby
nothing really,
numbers.
is
I mean, it is, isn't it?
Baby
you talk about
numbers.
1,000 every car.
Baby numbers these days. But
So what are they standard?
So this one in
Five-
particular, because it's an LCI,
Right.
they're 530 horsepower,
Ah, okay.
which is
That's
a
30
big
horsepower
step
more
up.
than
So
the
you've doubled
pre-LCI.
it.
Yeah,
So we've
nice.
literally doubled the horsepower. And yeah, I mean, we went all out on it. I'm the kind of guy, if I do something, I do it properly. I don't do half jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people will just say, oh yeah, for now we'll do this. I don't do that.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I'm in there, I'll just do the full job. So
Yeah,
like, the
yeah,
bottom
yeah,
end is good for 2,000 horsepower. It's got forged pistons and conrods in there. There's no messing around. It can handle 2,000 horsepower. So coming on to that topic, next week, or in fact tomorrow,
Well, this was quite funny because, sorry to interrupt, but we were trying to arrange, obviously, doing this podcast.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, yeah, maybe I could do next week. I was like, well, we could do it like end of Feb or whatever. You're like, no, we've got to take the car apart. I'm like, what for? Is it broken? You're like, no, we just need
It's here.
to push
We
a
just
bit
drove
more.
here with it, so
Yeah.
it's not broken. We're actually straight after this. It's going back to the workshop.
Literally
And,
tonight, going back on the ramp.
We're putting it on the ramp, so it's nice and cold for the morning.
This is why they call you the BMW
And the
madman.
the engine will be coming out tomorrow morning, and Friday we'll be taking the head off. So we've got some GSE cams and valves, inlet and exhaust, all the drivetrain for the top end going in there, and it's on ARP studs, so we don't have to renew them. Just renew the gasket. We're also putting some firings into the combustion chamber, like the part of the head this time,
Right,
so
okay.
it can handle more boost, which we got a lot of critics for, didn't we, in the last reel?
It's fine as it is, just that we're going to
Why?
go
Because
either
Why
you,
is
more.
that?
didn't- 'cause you didn't do that last time.
No, we were
or-
just talking it up outside, and people were just basically saying, "Oh, why are you talking it up outside? All the elements." It's like we've only been doing it for 20 years. It's like we don't know what we're doing, mate.
Yeah,
Come on,
we
man.
get
Is it that
it.
big
You
of
know
a
what I mean?
deal? Like,
They were
So,
saying that only people who see taking engines like that apart is in Africa.
It's in Africa.
old Mercedes.
It's one of them
It ain't
things,
stupid
isn't
if
it?
it works.
Well, I mean, we know lions and tigers and stuff, so
what,
we're all
what,
right.
what you have to do is once you've rebuilt it, once you've done 150 miles in the car,
Yeah.
you have to then strip the rocker cover off and everything, and then re-torque the head. That's
Okay.
like obviously a motorsport thing. So anyone who knows, but anyone who doesn't know, obviously,
That's
is
what you have
going
to
to
Chat shit.
basically chat shit and
Yeah.
say, yeah, you know what, they don't know what they're doing. Yeah, mate, we don't know what we're doing.
I don't know,
I've just
what's
got-
that
I
there?
bought a £110,000 car, stripped the shit out of it. It's 1,000 horsepower. Guess what? We don't know what we're doing. Hope you're enjoying
It
it.
hasn't blown up yet, so
Ain't blowing
And I
up.
tell you what, it's had some hammer.
I can imagine.
Well, I did loads of launch controls on it
Yeah.
all the time. But we've done
fine.
probably
It's
not
fine.
even done 1,000 miles since I've built it 1,000 horsepower. The whole car's only done 2,000 miles.
Did you have your running service before you did what you did?
I had the running service.
Which is what, 1,000 miles, isn't it?
Did about 1,200,
About
didn't we?
1,200, and we were in the showroom looking at the new M5, weren't we?
Yeah.
Just talking about, and he was like, "Well, we might stick a big turbo on it," and I was like, "Don't put ideas in my head." To be honest with you, this guy here, it's all his fault.
It is
So-
my fault.
So it is your fault.
Catalyst.
You know,
It's true.
It's got my name on it, and it's Imty. Yeah, I'm telling you now, that car there though is Craig spec. Right? This guy is a bad influence. Imty, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? And then obviously me, I'm a nutter anyway. So if you say something to me, I'm just like, well, actually, we should just do this. So both of us together were a bad recipe for like tuning cars. Like we just do max it out, you know. And I mean, I had the car 38 days when this idea like was conceived.
See, it's funny because like we get customers, obviously a lot of brand new car customers and whatnot. They'll bring their car in, and we'll just simply ask like, "Do you want it debadged? Because I think it'll look better debadged." And they're like, "Oh, I don't know."
Put ideas in their head.
You know,
Don't wanna
and they're
void
like,
warranty.
"Oh, but it might void my warranty.
what
It
warranty?
it might void. It is always, oh, it might void my warranty. Oh, I don't want to do that. And we're like, just. And there's
You're
you
the
doing
opposite
it.
end of the scale.
The thing is, look, I mean, we've had, as you can imagine, I've had a lot of slating over this. Like, why would
yeah.
you do that to a brand new car?
Oh, of course.
You're a twat and this and that. The thing is, look, like, I'm not saying we're anything special, but we are a specialist. You know, both of our backgrounds, and this is just two of us. We've got 5 guys, you know, and we're all Audi, Porsche, Volkswagen.
Yeah.
We're all main dealer background, and we're all very, very skilled guys.
You're not doing it on your driveway. It's
We're not doing it on our driveway,
Yeah,
and
you're
even
not
if we
driveway
were, we could do a
tax.
pretty damn good
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
Right? So it's not just like a couple of cowboys doing it. And I mean, a couple of people commented on there like, "Oh, these YouTubers do that all the time." You need to understand, guys. YouTube is just a hobby for me. Like the real guy is, I'm a BM specialist,
Yeah.
in and out, and my right hand man here, he's a BM specialist,
I think people
and
forget
all my
that.
team are. And like for us to whip an engine out, it's next. You know,
Yeah.
for you guys, it's like, oh, what, you know, for us, it's not. It's like making dinner.
Yeah.
We'll just whip the engine out.
beans on toast.
No problem. What's next? You know, it's an easy thing for us. We're not even being cocky. We're just, it is what we do.
To be honest, I get that.
We're
It's
just
the same
good at
with-
it.
when-
It's the same with
Simple as-
detailing.
It's
Yeah,
anything. It's any kind of craft. Like it is a craft at the end of the day. Like you know, mechanics isn't just throwing tools around.
No,
You know, and it's the same with detailing. Any sort of industry, you get people that are good at it, and you master it, and anyone can think, oh, I can do that myself.
I mean, you must have heard of Tom Wrigley.
I know the name.
Yeah, so we work with Tom Wrigley. He builds some of the quickest BMWs in the world.
Oh yeah.
He's actually become a very good friend of ours, and we're working together. And if you know about Tom, doesn't just work with any Tom, Dick, and Harry. He doesn't work with anyone. Tom works on his own, but like we're doing a lot of work for Tom at the moment, and Tom's doing a lot of stuff for us. So we're kind of working together. He's helped me develop this car. Obviously, a lot of parts have gone in here that no M3's got in the world.
Right.
As regards to drive.
Well, that's one
train
thing
and
I was
stuff
going to
like
ask,
that,
because I
so-
can imagine a lot of the parts, with it being brand new, is the engine.
The engine is exactly the same. It's obviously a bit more powerful. That will be just software. There's a few minor differences. It's a facelift, the lights are different and stuff like that. And obviously everyone's like, oh, why are you bragging on about it's an LCI? Well, there isn't another LCI 1,000 horsepower. If there is, show me. There ain't one. And there's definitely not one in Smyrna Green.
I was about to get onto that. So it's funny because we put a post out just asking, have you got any questions for him and see, well, you know, you lads are here. And the question we got over and over
colour is
again,
it?
what colour's the car?
Smyrna Green. So yeah, obviously I made a bit of a thing about it just as a laugh. But it's become a bit of a thing. We've actually got merch on order now with Smyrna Green written on it. And when we're about to gap cars, because hopefully I think we're on officially gas this summer as well.
Oh, man.
With the car. So hopefully we're going to be ruining some supercars' dreams. You know, it's a quick car already. We're taking it now to 1,200 horsepower on ethanol. It's just, it's nuts.
It's ridiculous.
I have to take you guys out in it. You know?
Is this a daily?
This is my daily car. I go to the gym in it. I go pack food stores in it. I go Asda in it.
You got uncle in the bag, like, why is this car so loud?
I've just picked my kids up from the train station because they spent the weekend, you know, a few days in London. I go everywhere in it. There's no limitations to where I can and can't go.
I saw a post a while ago where you were like, this is cool, but like it drinks a lot, and you're at the fuel station like every day.
It does drink a lot, but it's nature of the beast, isn't it? You can't have a horse and not shoe it. You know?
It's the best thing in it, though.
It's
People
one of
go,
those.
what's MPG like in it? Why would you care?
Yeah,
what
why would you even
MPG
ask
is?
that question?
I
look at
know.
that.
When you get, we hear it all the time.
And
you know,
again,
when-
I'm not boasting, but you can't have a car like that and think about economy.
Yeah.
If you guys come to me and you're thinking of having a build, you don't ask stupid questions. Like, don't ask me
What's my
stupid.
MPG going to be like?
Don't ask me stupid questions
Is it
about
any
what's your MPG going to be. Ask me what your BHP is going to be, because that's what we're interested in.
Yeah.
Forget MPG, man.
Yeah. People always say to me about tax, and I'm like, what's the tax bracket on that? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
I've
paid for
never
it
looked
upfront,
at how
brought
much
it brand
tax
new.
would be on a car.
I paid for it up front, but yeah, I think it's about 500 quid, 600 quid.
Yeah, first
Same
5
as-
years, though, you get super tax, don't you? But it's one of them things.
But I mean,
Another
I've
scam.
had all sorts of cars. I've had, I was this close to buying a purple coloured 720S, which was evil. It scared me. And I don't like McLarens. I think they're built shit.
See, it's funny because we get asked this all the time. We're both old school heads when it comes to cars. We like, I mean, you got a 993 sat in front of
Beautiful.
us. Just gorgeous. Like when it comes to newer cars, we're not always the biggest fan.
We had
never
that,
have been.
That McLaren we had in not long ago. It was like bits were falling off it.
Oh yeah, it was.
The interiors are not very good on them, are they?
it
Oh,
wasn't-
really
wasn't
bad.
good.
Really
We had a
badly built.
570S in, and the interior was like cardboard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This was a brand new. Well, not brand new. It was to us. It was new. I think it was only like 8-9 years old.
But there was
And
bits
it was
literally falling
falling
off, like
into
grills
pieces.
and the bumpers and stuff like that.
But then when it comes to like these like supercars and that sort of thing, I'd be looking at this or that all day over any Ferrari, Maserati,
Lambo.
Lambo, whatever. They don't excite me. Like they're nice, I can appreciate them, but they just
I
don't.
mean,
never
there's
have
a
excited me.
different buzz having a Lambo, isn't there? I mean, but it's like I had an R8. I had two R8s actually. I had a very bad crash in an R8, and we'll probably talk about that now. I don't know if you know about that. Do you know about
Is this the one that
blue one.
The
The one
I
that
don't know.
Matt
About,
Armstrong brought that. car.
yeah.
So I had a bit of a smash in that, but then I bought a Cadbury's purple one, which was really nice. And I mean, the R8s you can actually daily because they're quite a nice car.
Well, it's an Audi.
Yeah, it's an Audi.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the same as a Huracan. Every part is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Just the badge is different and the body is slightly different. But I mean, that's the best car I've ever owned. I've had an RS6, I've had an M5, F90, I've had all sorts of toys. That's the best car I've ever owned.
Is that just because of the power, or is it just...
No, it's just because of how much power it's got, but it's just, it's just so usable.
Yeah.
Like you just keep it in normal and just drive around and no one would even, I mean, it looks
mean.
It looks aggressive, bro. It looks like it's coming to take you over, you know what I mean?
does.
It looks evil, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Both my
It
cars
does.
look evil.
Yeah.
You know, they sit properly and they don't just look evil, they are evil.
What's the story behind the 2 Series then?
So the weapon, I'll tell you about the weapon. I bought that as a bit of a project in 2023.
Bit 23, that one.
Oh, okay.
I bought it off a salvage yard in Ilkeston. Good lads. And it was, I think which side was it?
Driver's side, wasn't it?
Driver's side was damaged, so quarter panel. I'd only done 7,000 miles.
Oh, wow.
240i, B58 engine. Everyone knows I love B58s and the S58. So yeah, I brought it, got it, you know, we repaired it all, made a series on it. The playlist is on my YouTube channel, you can check it. And I fell in love with the car. I thought, what a sick car, man. Like, why don't we make this better than an M2? So I just went on a mission. And I also own a wrapping business. I don't know if you knew that, but we wrap cars as well.
Oh, sorry, when you said rapping business.
I
I thought you
know,
meant
for a
like
second
spitting
I was like,
bars.
wait,
I spit bars in the shower and that. I spit bars in the shower and that. But like wrapping cars, so that's wrapped.
Yeah.
So I started like speccing the car out how I would want it. This was even before ammo started.
Yeah.
So we're a KW dealer, so I stuck some KW suspension on it. I was thinking, you know what, I'm going to get it all ready and take it to the Nürburgring. And put some big brakes on it, put a wing on it, not as big as that one, we'll come on to that in a minute. And yeah, put some race seats in it, harnesses, cage, and I thought, you know what, the car's sick, man, I'm gonna get it wrapped. So I got it wrapped and everything, and that's how we met Misha.
Yeah.
It was
I
actually
was just
now
about to ask
a
about
really
that,
good
yeah.
friend of mine. And then it came back from Germany with that big wang on it.
Big gay wing wang. The BGW.
Yeah, the BGW, yeah, which produces 200 kilograms of downforce.
Jeez.
And it's fucking well worth it, that is.
So talking of Misha, obviously a lot of people watching will know he's kind of known as like the king of the Nürburgring at the minute.
Misha's
Like
Misha's a top
like I came across him before. In fact, a while back now, I kept seeing his videos pop up, and I'm like, this is mint.
That guy
This is
there,
mint.
I've worked with some YouTubers. He's one of the best YouTubers I've ever worked with. Simple fact is, because he doesn't let his following or his, like, how well he's doing get to his head. He's such a humble guy.
Yeah.
Like, he was sat in my living room a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw, yeah.
He came to see, like, he invited us to the NEC show.
Yeah.
Autosport show, the weapon was there. Obviously, we're the UK distributor for him.
Yeah.
And, you know, because my kids watch his videos. My daughter, she's always watching Misha because I watch him. And then last time I went there to get the wing on, I was going straight to Dubai after that. And he basically recorded a video for my daughter and said to her that, Hiba, you know, sorry I had to take your dad away at a short notice, but I promise next time I come to the UK, I'll come and see you.
Yeah.
So obviously she found out he's coming, so she was on it. So she's 6 years old.
Oh, bless her.
6 going on 21. So she was like, I want Misha to come and see me. And I was like, he's a busy guy. Misha, the poor thing, is very busy.
Yeah.
Like, to do this, you'll have to tell him 6 months in advance.
Yeah.
He's very busy. So he made time, he came to my house, which, you know, I thank him for, proper good guy. He didn't have to do that. Came, met the kids, met the family and that, and then we went for a meal. So he's very down to earth. One of the most humble,
He does seem it.
one of the most humble guys I've ever worked with in my life.
Yeah.
He's such a nice person.
There just seems to be no ego.
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
there
just,
isn't.
and he can
And
drive.
he can fucking
He
drive.
can drive.
If you watch the video of when he took the weapon out first, I shit myself.
You can see it.
Just hitting your face.
The first 4 minutes, I couldn't even breathe. I was like, we're gonna die. I was like,
You see a brown man
I
turn
was like,
white.
yeah, it's like, do you know what I mean? I was like, My face has never been through that many fucking emotions in its life. I like cried, laughed, and got scared all in
at the
one
same
go.
time.
Did you push a hernia out or something on the ring? Yeah.
Honestly, because of him, I developed a fucking hernia. This is no fucking lie. I have hernia on both sides. This is why I can't really lift heavy weights anymore.
Just
But,
from
like,
being tense.
I got it because of
The
doing track
Gs.
driving, but when he was spinning it around the Nürburgring, when I came back from there, I had a lump here.
Oh, man.
Thanks, Misha. But,
Where there's a claim.
Nah. But
Yeah.
he can drive, man.
Yeah, I mean, I adore watching the videos because I'm always going to the missus saying, because we've possibly got a trip
this year.
happening to the ring this year.
When is it?
Possibly September.
Oh, we're going in May.
With a friend of ours. But I'll keep showing the missus, and plus, because we spoke about it last time, didn't we? I've got her into Gran Turismo.
Oh, okay.
I mean, bear in mind, she drives an F22. I mean,
Oh,
it's
okay.
nothing special. It's a
Is it like
220.
mine?
It's no, I mean,
Well,
she
pulled
saw
up-
it.
She
was
came down
like,
yesterday, and I was like, she just walked straight past it.
yeah, she don't care because it's not her car. It's not pearl white, so she only cares about hers. That's it. But yeah, anyway, I've got her into playing Gran Turismo now, and it's quite fun because she can actually recognise tracks just from the layout now.
Oh, wow.
She's actually getting all right at it. But anyway, we keep going to the Nürburgring, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to try and beat my fastest lap, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
What's
And
your
I'm
time
like-
anyway?
What did I get? I was out in an RSR, and I managed just shy of 7 minutes. Yeah. But I want to get a proper setup. I need a
You
steering
should come to
wheel.
Gtech and play my race sim.
Have you got a sim?
I've got a
there.
sim
Oh,
upstairs.
we're going to be around more often.
Come anytime.
I'm not playing on
nighttime,
the
we're on it.
controller.
Best I've done is 6:52.
Yeah.
In a
I think
Porsche GT3.
I was just shy of 7 minutes, 6:50 something. But yeah, she, like I say, she's getting to grips with Nürburgring and stuff. And then I started showing her videos of Misha on track, and I can't remember what he was out in the last video I showed her, and she's like, he's gonna crash. So funny, like just watching him go, and I'm like,
He's got great ability, you know. I mean, when I did the first one with him, and I mean, like for people listening, he's so easy to approach as well. Like, I don't know him through anything. Like, all right, I've got 70-odd thousand subscribers, but that's nothing compared to what Misha's got.
Yeah.
He's got nearly 2 million, but he's so easy to approach. If any of you want to do a lap with him, just drop him a message.
That's what you got to do.
Just send him an
Really?
Instagram
Send him an
message.
I was just about to ask, how did you actually get on?
That's what I did.
You just messaged him.
I just messaged him. I went, Misha, I'm building this. I own a BMW Audi specialist garage. I've built it myself. I want you to test it. What you saying? And he went, yeah, sure. And I was like, all right, cool. So I was like, but he's a Misha's very like one word kind of guy.
He seems like a man of
He,
few
he
words.
doesn't have no nonsense in his head.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He ain't got time for bullshit.
Chit-chat.
Yeah, he's a proper stand-up guy though. Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no time for, no, he's got chit-chat.
Is he
Got
German?
time.
No, he's Russian.
Oh, he's Russian, is he?
Yeah, he's Russian, grew up in Amsterdam, I think.
Okay.
But he's got no time for like bullshit. He'll sit here and talk to you and everything, but like he's straight to the point. Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no like beating around the bush.
Yeah.
Yes, no, end of story. That's how he is. So he, you know, but he's sound. Like obviously I'm working with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's cool, man. Like we're going again in May now. I just booked that.
Yeah.
And
Are you taking the M3?
driving
or
the
two?
G81 and the Weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Both.
So I've got a wide arch body kit Manhart style coming for
Nice.
the Weapon,
Yeah.
which should be here in a few weeks.
Say about 2 weeks, innit? Yeah.
And then obviously, you know what we're doing to the G81. We're going to run some bigger wheels on that so we can get better handling.
Yeah.
So we'll try and spin that around the Nürburgring again. And then obviously he's going to take the G81.
See if you can do that.
You're freaking it
That's
already.
going to be scary, man.
It was that pause there.
Honestly,
Just like,
because it's a scary thing going out with him. He presses it, bro.
oh, I can imagine.
This is why I brought it like that, because I knew he's going to drive it. So it's got the M driver's pack. This has got the carbon bucket seats.
Yeah.
It's got obviously the carbon ceramics all the way around. And just to go to Nürburgring, and obviously when we do a few drags, I'm gonna put some Cup 2s on it, Michelin
Yeah.
ones.
You
know.
keeping the same wheels on?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
probably just keep those.
We've done
wheels,
the suspension
swap tyres.
secret front arms and rear arms as well, haven't we? So, it's
So we're a
little bit better.
suspension secrets dealer as well. So we do loads of stuff for them, and yeah, it's going well. So I mean, this is what coming back to like talking about Misha. He knows so many big YouTubers and so many like celebrities that would sell these wings for him, but he's not bothered about that. He'd rather work with people who are down to earth and like passionate about cars.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I get that. He's not just after how many subscribers
He's
you've
cool,
got.
man.
Because a lot of these people, you know, it's like unless you've got X amount of subscribers,
Nah,
they
he's
don't
not.
want to deal with you.
He's honestly, he's totally the opposite. Like he's never ever made me feel like, oh, you're a smaller YouTuber. There's people that have been at his place while I've been there who are fucking knobs, mind my language, right? Made me feel small, you know. But like, he's never done that. Such a top guy.
Well, hopefully we get to bump into him. if
Yeah,
we do go.
next time he's down, come.
Yeah.
You can speak.
Oh,
to him.
100%. You'll have to give us a
It's
shout.
proper cool.
You can take us for a drive around
Or
the
if
ring
you're in
roads.
Germany, go and see him. Tell him you're my mate.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to say. So
yeah.
is he the guy that takes you out in the taxi? If you,
Does he do ring
yeah.
taxi
He
then?
takes the taxis out as well. That's his own new business as well.
Oh,
Is
okay.
it?
Guys, is it track sport?
Track speed.
Track
Right,
speed, that
okay.
was
Track
it, yeah.
speed.
So there's not one main guy at the ring then who does that.
I think there's
You can
multiple.
do your own, set up
There's
your own
multiple.
business and do
Yeah.
it. Right, okay. I never knew that.
That's
How many times have you
interesting.
been to the ring then?
Since knowing him, last year I went twice or three
really?
times, I think. And then this year, I think we're going to go twice again. I always
Yes.
go a couple of times a year.
See, we've never been. I like really want
It's
to.
great, man.
I've been
Yeah.
wanting to go.
It's
to.
all
looks really
cars.
cool.
What we should do is go and do a podcast there.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's what
Now
we
we're
should do.
the ring.
talking. 4 man deep in that.
Got roof
Come
cops
in
coming.
May. Well, I'll invite you. Come in May. We're going in May. First, second, third, fourth. Back on the 4th, yeah. Come. Bank holiday, man. We're going.
I'll have to ask the boss.
Just come. I am the boss. I just do what the fuck I want. Just come.
Fair play, man. So Gtech, you obviously mentioned you've got BMW background. Obviously, we know your background. You've worked
Yeah.
with BMW. Well, you
What's
worked.
your background?
My background, so, what, used to be in the army? Yeah, no, I'm BM through and through. I've had 89 different BMs now.
Really?
That's how many I've had.
9.
Yeah.
And that's
so-
part of the
I'm
reason he's here.
sure.
Because he's passionate about what he does.
Well, I was
you
going
know
to
what
say, because I obviously I've known you.
We've known you like 10 years.
years now. And then I saw, obviously, when you posted, oh, we've got someone new joining the team. I was like, you know, he left BMW. What's going
I
on?
know,
here?
everyone was like, you're never leaving BM.
I know,
are
Tell
you?"
him
yeah.
why you left then. Tell what happened there, Emma.
So basically, we got pulled into a meeting at 4:45 at night to then get told that potentially I might be getting made redundant
Was this on a Friday as
on
well?
a Friday. So then I'm like, oh, all weekend thinking about it. And then what do you do? I've got a mortgage, I've got kids, I've got missus. I can't just sit there and not have a job. So went out looking for a job. So I started putting feelers out, looking for what there was available.
Yeah.
And then it just...
Did you two know each other already then?
I,
Kind of.
We-
So
you
he
used to come
replaced
in.
me at BMW when I left.
Ah, okay.
I left.
you're like 2011, didn't you?
I left 2000 and
Or 12.
So you were
Well,
at Stratton
yeah.
then?
So I did my apprenticeship there, and then I left to go Volkswagen. Then from there I went Rolls Royce. But then he started.
I
there.
joined 2013.
13. He started there, but we didn't really know each other. Only when
Oh,
I
I
used to
see.
go in.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
only
yeah.
like the last couple of years when I used to go in. Obviously, he's been following us on Instagram and
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
So then we got talking, and he
Well, I
always-
did the inspection on your 240
yeah, yeah.
when it
so
came in.
if you watch that video, for those
when
of you
was
watching,
this?
I'll put the link here. This was last summer, not last summer, the summer
it was
before.
about April, May time, wasn't it, last year?
Was it last year?
Yeah,
No, it was the year before that.
can't have been.
It was before I went to the ring.
This
first
sounds like
time.
our conversation.
It's like
I
marital.
don't know.
isn't it?
Last year. I think it was last year.
It was last year, 2024, wasn't it?
2024,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it might have been.
Beginning of year.
And then he inspected it after, because basically the video was BMW won it back after I rebuilt it. So I took it in there. Obviously for me, it's like, I love going back to where I started because it's like a reminder of how far you've come.
Yeah.
So I took it back there, and obviously this guy there just inspected it. And he found something, didn't you? What did you find?
Well, there was an 8mm screw and there
8mm
was
screw missing.
minimal things. It was nothing major.
Yeah,
but
just a couple of things.
it's comical, isn't it? But the car, that to say that what it was like beforehand,
Yeah.
you would have never known.
Yeah.
You know.
I think he was in himself impressed by it. And overall, I think he was impressed by what we were doing. And it's,
Yeah.
it's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did it look like this, like when you
It
came
looked
to
like that, but without the wing.
without the wing? Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a different wing on it
That's
at the time.
right. Yeah,
Oh, did it?
without the wing,
Okay.
yeah.
So, but then at the time, again from BM, I've always done all the M performance accessories.
Yeah.
So any body kits,
Well,
exhausts,
anyone,
anything that was M related, it always came to me.
it was always you.
Yeah,
Like
so I
literally
did.
everyone we know through like customers, M3 cutters,
Yeah.
the amount of customers we were getting, we know the same group because they'd straight away be like, oh yeah, Ammo did this for me,
Yeah.
Ammo did that for me, and whatever else. So everyone knew you.
Yeah,
And that
well,
was in the BMW
was
game.
I used to do a lot of stuff with Scott Bacon.
Yeah,
You know, all his
yeah.
M3s, M4s
Scott,
and stuff.
Brian,
Yeah.
Wayne,
Yeah,
and
so
that whole
See,
everyone
crew,
so
wasn't
for
it?
me, that was a cracking signing because, you know, it's different. Like I've revolutionized massively from. I'm still a technician, but obviously, last 10 years I've ran a business and running
Yeah,
a
yeah,
business,
yeah,
how
yeah.
to run it. You've got to deal with the accountant, solicitors, you know, the VAT, accounts. It's more than just like working on cars. So to find staff, like the staff issue is a whole separate problem.
It's the trust.
Yeah, it's a whole
the
separate
trust,
problem
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
To have someone of like this caliber who's so interested in BMWs, that was just, for me, it was like no brainer.
godsend,
Like,
yeah.
you want to start, let's do it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I kind of just, I approached him. I said, look, do you want, because I found out through the grapevine that he was looking and things weren't right. So I like knocked him off. I was like, come and
Go on
work
then,
for us.
go on then, just work
So
for
then
us,
we,
yeah.
we had a chat and then I think we went for some food, didn't we?
We went out a pizza, didn't we? And had some food and talk about it. And then it were like, this is what I've got. This is what I want to do. This is,
Yeah.
do you want to be part of it? And I was like, yes, 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 and yes. I want to make fast cars. I want to build fast cars. I want to do crazy shit.
I mean, people thought we were just chatting shit. There was a reel we made outside BMW when I went to see him.
Yeah,
And he
I
was
think
like, I
saw
want
that
to
one.
build fast cars. And people were commenting like, full of shit, you ain't going to do nothing. I was like, all right, let's just let him come
Let's
on and
just
then we'll
see.
see.
Yeah, yeah,
so like,
yeah.
Ammo's brought a wicked energy to the business, especially with regards to BMWs. And with regards to me and the whole YouTube thing, he's brought a really good energy, which I've basically then bounced off and just
It's
gone mad.
nice having someone.
You
to
know,
bounce
so we
off.
bounce off each
Yeah,
other,
yeah.
and we're great on the videos together.
Yeah.
We have a laugh. We both know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're both crazy bastards.
this is what we've done.
It's like
And
with us,
then I say that's...
we wouldn't be the same. Like if it was just one of us, it wouldn't be like.
It'd
Yeah.
be boring.
Yeah,
It'd
we
be
know it
boring.
is.
It's one of those. You bring that energy, don't you? As soon as you can bounce off each other and whatever else. Like, I can imagine for you, like any bits you were doing before, you were kind of doing in your own time. Like the messing around. You were always messing around, obviously, with your own
Yeah.
cars, mates' cars, whatever. At work, you're always sticking to. It was I can imagine
The way
working
it
at a
got
dealership.
at
It's going to
BM
be
though
very
was
simple.
they were running out of time in the day and they go, we need this body kit doing. Can you do it tonight?
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'd stay till 10 o'clock at night and fit
Yeah,
this body
doing
kit.
it, yeah.
And I'd just get a, cheers, mate.
Yeah.
And that'd be it.
Yeah.
And
So
they'd be like,
what's it like to work at Gtech, Craig?
what's it
Thanks,
like
mate.
to-
Well done.
Serious?
No, seriously.
Tell him.
We do some cool shit.
I'll beat you up afterwards.
Beat me up.
I'll beat you
beat
up
me up.
afterwards. Go on. What's it like? Go on.
No, I've been on track days. I've been to Brands Hatch for the weekend, didn't we? Or for a week and went on M Drivers Day. Getting to do crazy shit like this.
Yeah.
You know.
It's different, isn't it?
It's completely
It's just
different.
different, innit?
It is,
It's
but then we're learning new things all the time. Like when we're doing the engine build and that, there's stuff in it, and you're like, God, that's so much easier. Why have we not done that before? And it's great. You know, you meet new people and working with Tom Wrigley and building engine builds with him and stuff, and it's next level. I mean, I've followed Tom since 2017,
He's,
sort of
a-
time,
he's another
2018.
funny bastard. That
So,
guy.
and again-
he's hilarious.
I was like, Tom built the first fastest M240i at like 800 horsepower. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
who's
yeah.
done that?
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
and I said to Imty, I said, we need to get him board with Tom.
Yeah.
And that were it. We're there now. So
Fair
we're going to
play.
have the fastest G81 LCI.
And I mean, we're
play.
doing things with Tom, like with regards to BMWs that no one else is doing.
Yeah.
We've actually done R&D together with Tom on that
Yeah.
car
Yeah.
with some big boys.
Mm.
That's running some big stuff in there, which I can't mention right now because we're running it in some other cars as we speak, literally as we've just left the place.
Really?
We are fitting it into some other cars, other BMWs. Once we've tested that, all I'm saying is this summer, you're all getting gapped. Everyone's getting gapped. Everyone's getting
There's
smacked.
going to be pink slips everywhere now.
No pink slips. I'm taking you. I'm coming to take over, bro. That's it.
You're getting smyrned.
You're getting Smyrna out. It's Smyrna time, baby.
Smyrna time.
No, we're building some sick cars, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is in the pipeline then?
So we're going to take that to 8,900 horsepower.
Really?
Yeah. That's going to be
Yeah.
1,200.
Why
M5
not?
engine is
M5 in mine, so that'll be interesting.
M5.
Engine and running gear in my 3 Series. So I'm going to buy an M5, and the idea is I'll look to fit a S63 4.4 V8 twin turbo into my tight little 3 Series.
What 3 Series have you got at the minute?
About that 335 F31.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last one I remember you having was a white one. White 335, I
Is that
think.
the one with the B58 in it?
It's an N55.
I remember,
you know
I remember
it's better.
meeting you at Morrison's car park and buying some spaces off you.
Oh,
Years ago.
Dodgy dealing
That's
back in the
That was
day.
it. The guy's like, mate, do you want to meet me in Morrison's? Yeah, I'll meet you. What time to
Had
get
that,
dark?
like-
Yeah, I'll be there about 6:30.
It had that
Sound.
cinnamon interior in it. I can't remember it.
Oh, yeah, that was in there. That was, another one
That was
I
car
had.
number
long time
68.
ago.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't know you'd had
That's some fucking BMs
89
this
BMs
time,
there. That's mad.
Well, the thing is, I'm sure when we last spoke, I mean, this is a good few years ago, I'm 99% sure you were on like 50 odd then. So I'm sure you were. Or
think
no,
I'm-
maybe,
I think
so
it
what
would
you
have been
want
more
now?
than
90?
that. 89 I've had
89 now.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it was a bit more then.
Did you not get
Probably
sick of
about
having to call your
70s.
insurance company?
Yeah, well, that was the problem half the time. You get to like your 7th car within 3 months, and they go, "We can't insure you anymore, Mr. Hamilton."
Oh,
You're like,
really?
why not? Well, you class as a trader.
A trader?
I'm not trading. I'm just get bored of my cars, and I've seen one that I like, so I need to buy it. So, and that's what
I'm not profiting,
I'm like,
like.
"You're going to buy this?" Yeah, I'm going to buy. Right. So I sell that car, and I go and buy that one, and then they go, "Yeah, can't insure you anymore." So then I'd lose my no claims and start a new
Go with
one.
another one.
But then I'd have I had that E36 M3 for. God,
You still got that?
Nah, I sold that one to my little girl. I
Is
did
that
it.
the,
You've got the 8 Series, haven't you?
Have you still got the A series?
Still got 8
have
satin
you?
garage, yeah.
Thank God.
So that's all
Oh,
right.
the
you've got
Astral
one of
Blue
them.
one. The
Astral Blue 8
Yeah,
Series,
yeah.
yeah, satin garage. And
Yeah,
then
never get rid of that.
I say the M3 I didn't want to get rid of, but then it was going to make me the most money and clear some debts.
Yeah,
So it was one of them,
yeah,
50,000 mile, 100 from
E30?
you. E36 M3.
E36.
So,
Not
and
a big fan of them, man.
yeah, but
Oh,
it was,
you're not?
I like E46s.
Thank you. Thank you. See,
E36
man of proper taste.
E36 is my
Man
car.
of proper taste.
36
You've got the
guys. Come on, guys,
E30.
do that, 36 fucking
Gingers
love.
stick together.
He's
We're
got it all
always
wrong.
arguing about
Got it
this.
all wrong. Fucking N55s.
Sound amazing. Does it not sound amazing? You don't admit it now, I know
Right.
you're on camera. You said to me.
We've got a 235i in there with a shit N55 engine, and what's happened to it? It's blown up.
It's not blowing up.
It's fucked.
It's not being loved.
Is it
Mine
running?
is loved.
Is it running right? No, it's not.
Does mine run right?
I think so.
We've started something.
Nah, it sounds good. I've just had a few experiences with them. Obviously, owning
Yeah,
a
yeah,
BM
yeah,
specialist, we've seen a few that.
Yeah.
If his is mint.
There is a lot of hate on them, and I
But if
can admit that.
because they get really hot and like the cooling's not the best on them.
Yeah.
And then they have oil starvation issues and shit like that. But they're all right, man. They're not like a B58, obviously.
Well, it's the next generation on it.
They do sound good though. They sound good.
What engine's in the E2 series?
B58,
Oh, is it? Right,
and
okay.
that's a S58.
What's this had done to it engine-wise?
So that's the Stage 2 Plus. It's got charge cooler pipes, big charge pipes on it,
Done
decattered.
the TU
Yeah,
fuel
TU
pump.
from the Supra,
Yeah.
Remus exhaust, forge intercooler.
What were they standard brake-wise?
Standard, I think they're about 360
300
anyway, aren't
probably.
they?
About,
Okay.
yeah, 3.5.
Quick anyway. It was like
Yeah,
B58s, you don't need to do a lot to them. I mean, stick an induction kit on it and a decap, you're 450 straight away anyway.
Right, okay.
Yeah, to be honest, the amount of
You-
lads
you
I
can
know
just
back
do a
in
lot
the day with
to
the
'em quickly.
140s. Yeah.
So-
I think limits are
Very
like
capable.
500 on stock turbos with the
Yeah.
right mapping and stuff, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then with a high pressure fuel pump. So yeah, fuel pump intercool, fuel pump downpipe intake, and you're like 500 brake.
It's got MST induction kit on it. I mean, we've toned it down a little bit because obviously we take it to track days.
Yeah,
So I've had to turn the like retard, the pop bangs and all that.
Just
shit
get about-
off. Yeah,
Get it up.
yeah.
So what have you got to do to get it to 1,000 then, do you reckon?
So 1,000 horsepower on one of them would be pretty easy. Engine out. You'd have to sleeve the block, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think you've got to.
Darton sleeves on the block. and then literally forged pistons, con rods, big fuck off turbo on it, some fuel in, you're there, innit?
I think you get about 800 quite easy.
800 without even
800's an
without
easy-
even
easy
trying,
number on 'em.
just like messing about 800.
In a car that's probably 1400 kg.
These engines here that we've got, BMW have smashed it because they're literally the 2JZ.
It's one thing BMW have always
It's
done
literally
well.
the two, yeah, but this has
Yeah.
taken over.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on, a tricked up one of them, you're doing like a 1500 horsepower GTR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will get done by that car as it is right now, not
Yeah.
even 1200.
Yeah,
like 1,000 horsepower X-Drive G81 M3 will dust a GTR, which is about 1400 horsepower. I've seen it. And I'll do it this summer. I will.
We were saying the other day, weren't we? Like,
Fight.
do you remember when 1,000 brake was like the Bugatti Veyron came out?
Yeah, it was
1,000
just like,
brake was.
wow.
Yeah, I know,
pinnacle.
yeah. We were talking about it the other day. weren't
Yeah, I
we?
think it was yesterday. It was like
Yeah.
no one's ever gonna. And then now, just like you
Well,
just said,
we've got
1,400
a
brake.
fucking, I mean, as much as we don't like electric cars, we've got a Lotus. I keep calling it an Electra. Electra, or
Electra
whatever
or
it is. It's
something
the
like
SUV Lotus. They
Can't
don't
do electric, man.
No, they do nothing for me. But like,
I mean, they're fast, don't get me wrong, but it's
It's boring fast.
that feeling of a combustion engine, you know, like the
It's
noises
different.
that car
Yeah,
makes,
it's different.
the noises the weapon makes,
It is.
his car,
Yeah.
you know, you
You
can't,
never get that from electric.
you can't.
You get the fake noises inside.
I remember when the i4 M50 came out, and
Yeah.
they went to me, they went, go and test drive that. Go in and tell me what you think of that. And I went out and I was gobsmacked.
Yeah.
It made me feel sick almost. I'm sat at 40 miles an
It's
hour.
literally like-
Because
then-
there's no response.
You just, if you weren't paying attention, it almost
roller
gives you like
coaster. Yeah.
tunnel vision.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Because you've got
That
no
does the same.
noise.
Really?
honest to God,
Just
the
charge it
M3 accelerates that fast, that aggressive. It gives you that vision that if you're not paying attention to where you're going, it gives you a headache.
Yeah,
It's mental.
But at least you can feel it.
Well, yeah, the thing is
There's
with
a
rolling
rumble.
anti-lag as well, you
Yeah.
load it up and you hold on the boost and you let your finger off and then you're like,
I'll tell you when it's
"Fucking
most
hell."
scary, when you're on your own.
Yeah.
You know, when you're one man in there,
Yeah.
it's just, and that's not even on ethanol. You know, when you put it onto the map too with ethanol, then it's like on crack. It just goes, it goes mental.
Just on a line, hasn't it?
It's just like, oh, come on, like that. It's just like mental, bro. Honestly. And a built engine always has more roar than a standard engine. They just sound different.
Yeah.
Like that on the dyno, I had to walk off. It was too loud. It nearly,
Really?
my ears nearly bled.
Not gonna lie, when you're out here earlier, I was like, oh.
Yeah, it hurts your ears, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Well, you've
too
got
loud.
Sounds
earphones
sick.
out there with camera and he's got earphones on and he's jogged on and I'm there like, I'm all right, yeah, I'm just keep filming.
I was
yeah.
like, stop it, like that, like running off and shit. It was hurting my ears, bro. But it's fucking evil, you know, drive it at night, it fucking spits flames out and everything. that thing.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's proper, man.
You got to do it properly.
But
haven't you?
this is the thing that's mint about it is though you press that M button and switch it back to normal,
Yeah.
valve shutting
It's
exhaust,
just like a normal.
and you pull onto your state. Nobody knows you've got anything Asbo. Kids get out the back, they're still asleep.
It's
Sound.
wicked. It's wicked.
Still
I mean,
asleep.
the other day, I must have come off like a dual carriageway and I just gave it a little bit, sticking to the speed limit as usual.
Obviously. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
And I must have pressed it right. And as I was coming off the dual carriageway, cops were on the other side, and I just turned the exhaust flaps on, right? They'd
Silent.
never know it was me. It just goes from like to,
Yeah.
and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, you just changed your mood in one button. You know, just 1 second, the mood
bipolar.
has changed. Yeah, it's literally bipolar bear. So, yeah, that's the good thing about it. I mean, keeping the standard back box. I mean, another thing that's happened since Craig has come on board, we've developed our own exhaust
Oh, okay.
system. So we're currently doing them just for BMWs at the moment. The B58, S58, E92s for his cars, N55s, S55s. So all the M stuff and 140s and things like that. But that's currently got my exhaust on it. Gtech Motorsports.
How do you get into something like that then? Like when you
So
when
we
you start?
basically design them and get in touch with the manufacturer
Right. Okay.
and then try it on our car.
Yeah. And then just
Just keep
like
developing.
make like modifications to
basically-
it.
That's it. We have his name branded into it, and that's it. And it's ours. We've been testing it. It's been on dyno. They've approved it and
Yeah.
said
Just
it's
by
fine.
taking the OPFs out on that and putting our single
mid-pipe,
mid-pipe on
wasn't it?
it. It made, I think, what,
It-
40
like,
horsepower?
Nearly 40 brake more, wasn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, just by doing
Just from a
that.
Just shows
midsection.
how much restriction there is from factory.
Because I did say when we picked it up, obviously I love the car. I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw that video when we
When you picked it up, yeah,
But like, I came outside and he went, "Do you like it? Do you like it?" I went, "It's nice." I went, "But we need to open her mouth."
Yeah.
Like, it sounds wrong, but I was like,
it was
she's
day
too
old.
quiet.
Yeah.
She's just like shy.
Yeah.
I need her to be a bit more rowdy.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Don't worry, we'll do that." And I was like, "I need her to be loud, but have a button so you can switch the bastard off." So now it's
That's it, we were on it.
exactly
straight
that.
away.
So when you want to play with it, flick the button and it's on. You want her to shut up.
Just press a button.
That's it.
I wish women.
If
had that
only.
switch. I wish women had that switch.
Hopefully our missuses don't
I
get
was
this
like,
far
hopefully
into
your
the
missus ain't
episode.
gonna watch
It's all right.
Skip.
I'll cut this bit out anyway. But yeah.
It's brilliant. And then the same with
Play.
intake. I've got the same intake on mine.
Oh yeah, the intake is the biggest thing. We'll have to show you that in a minute.
Yeah.
So the intakes are all...
I'd never heard of them.
We'll put some shots in. We'll
Yeah.
get some shots of it.
Mode induction, mode auto concepts based in
Right.
Australia. This guy's come along. So like I said to you, we've done all the stuff to it and it's my car, but this spec here is Craig's.
It's our spec.
I can't take the credit for that. That car looks like that because of my boy here.
Yeah.
He designed that car. Honestly,
Body kit, everything I picked.
the
Well,
body kit, we've had it like the carbon, we've had it all made to
Yeah,
how
yeah,
we
yeah,
want
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know the fins on the bonnet. They're like you.
They're
put
evil,
put
innit?
those on,
So it's all, this is all Craig. Yeah.
It looks nice. It looks very nice.
The car was
if I
me.
got the money, this is what I would
The
have built.
car
You're
was
living
me.
through him.
The car was me.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
colour was me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the spec is Craig.
Okay.
The build was me.
The
and
colour
Craig.
The wallet is
The
you.
colour looks
The wallet
nice
is
in
me.
person.
I wish the wallet was him.
How bad?
But he's like, Imty, I think we should do this. And I'm like, yeah, how much is that? He's like, this much. Like, I made a reel when he was doing I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, with the money.
Yeah, but just like I had to throw loads of money. But that is exactly how it is. He just comes up with these new ideas like, well, I think we should do this. Like, are you paying for it, bro? He's like, no, but you know, if you can just
It'll
pay
be
for it.
good for content.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, we've come on really, really fast with that car. I mean,
Yeah.
where are we now? February. I picked it up in
In November.
November.
I was going to say, it wasn't that long ago.
So, I mean, look,
But it was 38 days old when we
it's
went
done
to
2,000 miles.
Have you taken it back to BMW yet?
For the running
running in
service.
service.
So was the run-in service before,
Running in service was literally 10 days before I dropped the engine out.
but so you've not taken it back since then?
No, I can take it back there though.
In fact, it went in. Did it not go in with mid-pipe on?
I think it went in for the running service with the mid-pipe.
Yeah.
Bro, it was standard for about 11 days.
I kind of just want to see their faces. Like,
After the first week,
Just ask for a warranty claim.
after
for
the first
something.
week, you know what this guy
Got a
did? He's
rattle.
like, I think we should put the eye-back springs on it. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
right, okay. Next thing you know, eye-back springs are ordered. We're slapping them on. I think we should put spacers on it. Okay, put spacers on it. But yeah, credit to Craig, you know, for having his input on it, and that's how it looks.
You've done well.
But looks and performs wicked.
Yeah.
If we had the money for it all, I'd have another one. Fire orange,
Yeah.
two G81s, fire orange, Smyrna green. Except the fire orange would be single turbo.
Yeah.
So you could have best of both.
Best of both, yeah.
So then you could say, this is
yeah.
what
I mean,
twin
one
cells-
day I think that might go that way. At the moment, we're running twin turbos, like, from, you know, how they are hybrids. You know what hybrids are, don't you?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're standard turbos, but made bigger
Yeah.
with better internals. So currently, we've got the 1050s on it from TTH, but we've just had some 1100s, the McLovin 1100s.
McLovins.
The McLovin 1100s,
What do they call them?
because they're from Tom Wrigley, and I call Tom Wrigley McLovin.
Ah.
Because he looks like McLovin.
I love him.
He reminds me of McLovin super bad, and he's a
You
funny
need to
guy.
get him the little like ID.
Yeah.
So we've got some McLovin 1100s going on, and then yeah, we're going to push it. Obviously, we've got the GSE cam drivetrain gear going in, inlet valves, exhaust valves. Yeah, we'll bang it all
Be
back
solid
together.
build.
Basically, the engine there, you can't do anything else to it. Fire rings from 5150. Shout out to them in America. you can't really do anything more to the engine apart from keep slapping bigger turbos on it.
Yeah.
But that thing will be 1600 horsepower one day,
How long do you reckon you're going to keep it for?
forever.
This is
Yeah.
this was another thing, weren't it?
The thing
I
is,
think that's why I said that about
we
doing the
we
mods.
could raffle it out and we could do stuff like Tom's really close with Ricky, you know, from LLF.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we got links with him and Jamie at Officially Gas.
Yeah.
We could raffle this thing out, but I think we bought it brand new, put our name on it. We don't
Your
really want to be like
Yeah.
giving it to anyone.
Yeah. It's your build, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's our build, so
So, obviously you're building crazy cars. So obviously we know your background. You said you started as a technician at BMW, then VW and Rolls Royce. So then what happened after that? Were you just kind of thinking, right, I'm just gonna set up?
Oh, is that what it was? That's all right. So,
obviously I started at BMW in 2006.
Yeah.
And I'd left 2012 or end of 2011. Went to Volkswagen, which is a good thing I did because I learned a lot there. BMW are very particular in the way they do things.
Yeah.
They don't have timing belts for a start. It's all
Yeah,
chain,
yeah,
unless it's a really
yeah.
old one.
Yeah.
They don't really, you know, it's just like, because I started off on doing the approved used car checks. It was just like, this needs this. They were like, yeah, put a new one on it.
Yeah.
We weren't really repairing stuff.
Yeah,
you
You
know?
don't ever strip
Like
it.
at
It's
our
replace
place,
everything,
we
isn't
strip
it?
stuff, we figure stuff out
Yeah,
with proper engineers. But they haven't got time. They just want to make money.
It's
you know?
yeah. That's what we
So-
found out with dealerships. It's in and out.
When I
in
went
and
to
out.
Volkswagen,
fit
things were a
technicians.
bit different. Like, so we were doing cam belts, clutches, and all this kind of like. I learned a lot of stuff there. Then when I went to Rolls Royce, I learned a lot of stuff in general about engineering. You know, how heat affects metals and how you know cold affects metals and getting tolerance fits and things like that. So I learned loads at Rolls
what
Royce.
part of Rolls Royce were you at?
So I was building the Trent 700 engines. I was on engine build.
Okay.
And yeah, the money was great, but the problem there was it's like everyone took the piss a little bit, if you don't mind, if you don't mind me saying, you know, like because the work ethic wasn't there.
Yeah.
We
They were
find that
just
way.
dragging, proper dragging their feet. Like
Yeah.
when you're a mechanic, you're used to working. Like I've never seen a guy eat that fast in my life.
Yeah.
This guy eats quicker than a Japanese Akita.
Just cracks back on
Problem-
again.
right,
Bro, he'll clap a full chicken of Nando's in 32 seconds.
right. The thing
Gone. Like bones, everything, gone.
you get taught in the army, right, is that you've got 10 seconds to eat. And then as soon as you start eating, they go, right, it's time to go. And you've not even touched a bean
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
So then that's
yeah.
it. And then you might not eat for the rest of the day.
So you
So
gotta
then the
make
next
most of
time
it.
it comes in the morning, you go, right, blah, blah, blah. And then they go, right, we're going for a 6-mile run. So then you throw it up on the run. So you think, right, okay, do I need to try and strategize and just have a little bit? I'll have sausage. And then you go out on another run. Then you throw that up and then your body gets used to it. But my problem is we'll go and get a pizza or whatever. And my missus, let's say she has a medium Domino's, I have a large. I'll finish my large one before she's halfway through her medium. And it's just that's the way I am. The same as we go out for eat.
Just
and
a bin.
I'm like, it's mine, I've got to, no one's having it. Get off my chicken.
Just a ginger BMW bin.
Just get it down me. And then that's it, I'll worry about
So-
it. I don't want no one to take it away from me.
He just eats like a fucking animal, bro.
Wolverine.
But yeah,
I want to witness
so
it now.
Let's do it.
when I left,
Nando's
when I left Rolls Royce, and I left for some controversial reasons. I bumped into some old guys. It's very culty at Rolls Royce, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
we know
cliquey.
quite a lot of people that work
Yeah,
at Rolls
it's
Royce.
Very
so,
clicky. Like,
it
the
is
funny
like
thing
that.
is, it's amazing how life works because 60% of them are all my customers. So they
Okay.
all come to us.
Yeah,
They've all
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
BMs and Audis and they all
Yeah.
come to us. But like, there was a time like I'd bumped into some old boys and they did not like me. The way I was doing stuff. And let's put it this way, they were a little bit far right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I literally got picked out of there very, very fast.
Okay.
But went back to Volkswagen. I came off a morning shift one day and I rang my service manager and I said, look, thinking of coming back. And he went, come, because I've not been able to replace you. Come. So I went back, and then I just made my mind up. I thought, you know what? I just want to open my own place. I was there for 18 months, and then I teamed up with Stephen Powell, who was originally the co-partner of Gtech.
I feel like I've met Steve.
You might have met
before.
Steve. He looks like an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah. I think I've met him.
He looks like a
before.
borderline Oompa Loompa. Like, God was like, you will be an Oompa Loompa, but then last minute it's like, actually no, you're not going to be an Oompa Loompa. So he looks like that, but Steve's cool, man.
Shout out, Steve.
So yeah, me and Steve originally started it in 2015.
Yeah.
We saw a unit, and we went in. Obviously, as the business evolved, people's circumstances change. Steve works for me now. He's got a very small share in the business, but I'm the owner of the business. And obviously, it's evolved into this beast now, 10 years on, with a big YouTube channel, and we're selling stuff, and we've got a shop online, and producing our own parts, and building fast cars, and this crazy guy's here. So, yeah, that's how I got into it, really. It was just amazing.
You just wanted to just set up your own
Yeah,
place.
it was hard,
doing-
though. The best university I've ever been to is having your own business, because it teaches you about people.
Yeah. It's the shit you don't learn in school.
You want a video on that? Sorry, guys. Yeah.
So when did you start the YouTube channel?
So I started the YouTube channel in. We've had it a long time, but we never really used to do a lot on it.
Yeah.
But
You did more like repairs, didn't
yeah,
you?
just-
Almost common
just
faults
common
on cars,
faults,
wasn't it?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
where
yeah.
I
picked
didn't
up
really
from.
hit it as in builds
Yeah.
till recently. But yeah, started it ages ago, but started hitting it properly now, 2022, 2021, something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
After my mum passed away in 2021, it just kind of kept me busy, because it's weird. Like, I set this business up, and the first 3 years I was proper like there till 7 at night,
Yeah,
7
yeah.
in the morning till 7 at night, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden after first year it was like, oh my God, what have I done? Second year it was like, I've made a mistake here. Third year was like, what the hell have you done? Like, this is a bad move. Fourth year was like, things are a bit better. Fifth year was like,
Yeah,
what has just
yeah.
happened? Like, you know,
Yeah.
it just started to pick up.
Yeah.
And then 6, 7, 8, 9, it's like,
You're
forgot.
not
We've done
looked
that
back.
well, I just
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I found myself after the 5th, 6th year that I had a service manager, I had a workshop controller guy, I just had a big team, and there was nothing for me to do. So I felt a little bit like out of place kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I started doing the YouTube thing, which in turn drove more business into the workshop.
Yeah.
And then that's it, really. Just kept it going from there. And I didn't really realize how big it would go. I mean, we've got nearly 75,000 subscribers, and some videos get 50, 60,000 views. Some videos get 2,000 views. Some get 500 views. So it's very weird at the moment. But
Yeah, you don't know how it's gonna.
it's
The YouTube algorithm is very odd, isn't
but
it?
these
We're
cars have
finding
done
that.
well on my channel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
Especially
like-
when they're one-offs,
Yeah.
you can
Like
really
that
push
thing
it.
gets a couple of thousand, 5,000, maybe 40,000 sometimes. This green one.
Yeah.
And that's done pretty well as well. But coming back to it, the best university I've ever been to is having your own business.
Yeah, you
'Cause
learn a
it
lot.
teaches you so much
Yeah.
about people, your friends. And I tell you another thing as well. A customer will become your friend quicker than a friend will become your
100%,
customer.
Yeah.
That's a 100%.
yeah,
A lot of our
yeah.
customers are
100%.
friends
I
now.
tell you I tell you the problem you have, right, with
Yeah.
a friend using you. Yeah? When you've got a business. See, for me, I got morals. So my best friends, I got 3 or 4 best friends that I grew up with. If they want stuff doing, I will literally do it for them. On the weekend, put the kettle on. We're going to do your job. I can't give you an invoice. You're my boy. End of story. Yeah? And family is the same. But the problem family and friends don't understand, they're like other friends, not close friends, is the fact that you've now got a business, you've got staff to pay, you've got gas, electric, rent, rates, all this to pay, but then they're like, do it for free, bro. Like that. Or like, bro, you're making £10 on parts. Like,
well, you know what it's
come
like
on,
with
man. And then they
Asian
fall out
families.
with you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
chances are,
Yeah.
if you do a favor for someone,
Yeah.
for family and friends, it'll hurt your pocket, it'll hurt your head because you'll never hear the end of it. And in the end, you would have skanked them in their eyes. They'll just be like, you skanked me.
Yeah.
Whether
You
they're-
charge me
but
this much.
Yet really, you've
Yeah.
just bent over backwards,
Yeah.
right? And basically done everything for them for nothing. So all I do now is, mate, I just don't do no work for close family and friends. Take it somewhere else. I don't need the headache. There's millions of customers that will come to me and quite happily pay me for my services and my experience. I just don't need the headache, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's
you say
hard,
that.
man.
It is difficult because I think
it's-
a lot of the
it's
time,
difficult.
me and the missus were talking about it, and we were talking about how, like, when you're a business owner like ourselves, you understand if we come to you, we know you've got a business to run. We understand that things cost a certain amount.
Yeah, but you know,
because-
I feel business-to-business relationships are better
Yeah,
because
oh,
we
yeah.
understand each other.
We understand it.
You lot are a small business, so
Yeah.
are we.
Yeah.
We know what you're going through.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's hard.
Yeah.
You've been open a bit longer than
Yeah.
us, like running for a bit longer than us. But it's
it's
hard, isn't
when
it?
100%, and it's when you get it's when you get people that haven't ever owned a business or don't understand, you know, and they don't want to understand.
Yeah.
You know, they have their normal nine.
The saddest thing
whatever it
I
is.
found, bro, was, you know, when I opened my business, I found people on purpose not using me. And I thought, why are you doing that? But, like, I just found people, like,
What, going to different garages?
yeah,
you mean?
on purpose, like, I'm going to go to this guy's garage now. I'm not going to go to this guy. Because, like, I come from Pakistani community in Normanton.
Yeah.
I grew up in Normanton.
Yeah.
In fact, I grew up in Stockey, and I was raised in Normanton
Yeah.
since 14, 15.
Yeah.
So if you ask about me in the hood or in the area or in the ghetto, as you like it, and you say, what's Imty like? There's 3 or 4 things they'll say. Very nice guy, fucking hate him because he shows off, or he's fucking very expensive, or have you seen his car? Yeah, because I've always had a nice car, yeah? So obviously, look, with success comes jealousy. When you hit new levels and you're, you know, like, you went to school and college with people and they're not on the same level as you because they didn't put the graft in that you have. And you're rolling around in, like, different cars and you live in a nice house and you've got a nice watch and you've got a nice business, and they look at all these things and
There's a lot of jealousy.
they
There's a lot of
really don't
spitefulness
like
in the
that.
world.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, me, I'm humble. I'm cool with everyone. I don't care what you drive. If it's a BM, I'll be your best friend. You know what I mean? But, like, whatever it is,
We both drive
if you're
BMs.
into cars, we can connect. You know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the whole thing where, like, I do stuff properly. Like my garage, if you guys come down, you'll have a look.
Yeah.
We do stuff properly. You know, we don't do stuff like there's a place around here, Shaftesbury Estate. Fair play to them,
yeah.
but you'll get your oil changed on that for 20 quid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's not happening at my garage because the bits aren't 20 quid.
It's the same.
The
with
guy
us.
working on your car ain't
Yeah.
going to do it for 20 quid.
Yeah, his wage isn't 20 quid. Yeah.
This guy eats 20 quid. Do you know what I mean? In 2 seconds. He ain't doing you an oil change for 20 quid, bro. So it's like, there's levels, isn't it?
But we get exactly the same because it's like with detailing, valeting, whatever else, it is easy to set up. You don't need much. To me, it's experience. That's what you get in. Obviously, with other industries, you need certain tools, you need this, you need that. Whereas with detailing, it is so easy. You could easily spend £1,000 on kit and you could set up detailing if you wanted to, which has happened a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
So we get it all the time. Oh, yeah, you know, can you do this? Yep, not a problem. How much is it going to cost? X. So-and-so can do it for Y. That's fine. Not a
Yeah, and
problem.
so will come and do it on my drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story, right? When we first opened, we used to work on any kind of car, like BMW, Volkswagen, Audi, Merc, anything, because we needed the business, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we
yeah.
just opened, you know. We need the money. But the funny thing is, right, is this, what I've learned. Like I said to you, the best university I've ever been to is having my own business, right? And, like, you could go to anybody or any garage or any DIY guy and say, mate, fit me this oil filter or fit me these springs, and it'll just fit it. It's easy, yeah? But you can't just go to anybody and say, my engine misfires between 2.5 and 3,000 revs first thing in the morning. Because that now, you need to use this, yeah? And when you need to use this, then you need to charge for that because nobody else can do that for you now, yeah? So originally, what we were doing is diagnosing the cars. If you have it repaired, we'll do it for free.
Yeah.
So that now attracts all these leeches that want to come onto you and take things for free. So we started getting, like, taxi drivers in Passats with fucking 350,000 miles on it. Like, bro, diagnose my car, innit? Like, coming to me like, it's been to fucking America and back, yeah? Can you diagnose it? So I'm like diagnosing the car. And I'm like, yeah, mate, your EGR's gone. I'm like, yeah, okay. Book me in, I come tomorrow. Fucking next minute, he's at Shaftesbury Estate getting it done. So it's happened once, slap in the face to me. Happened again, slap in the face. After a bit, I just went, fuck this. We're going to charge for diagnosis. £96, end of story.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that will separate the boys
Filters
from
out,
the men.
yeah.
It does.
Simple as. And
Send
now,
us.
odd occasion, you'll get someone ring up. Hi, mate, I've got a 140i, engine lights on. Yeah, no problem, mate. Would you like to book it in? Yeah, I'll book it in, no problem. When you're available? Tomorrow. How much for diagnosis? £96. £96 you're going to charge me to look at my car? I went, yeah. Why are we not going to charge you to look at your car?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not asking me to do an oil change. It's, you want me to find out why your engine light's on.
Yeah.
That's going to take years of experience.
Yeah. This is what people don't understand.
Now,
this
whether it takes me a
experience.
minute or an hour, that has nothing to do with the price of cheese.
Yeah.
Because it's the experience that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah?
100%
I've
it
spent
is.
20 odd years in this craft learning how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To figure it out why your car is misfiring or why your engine light is on.
Yeah.
You understand? So I need to charge for that.
Yeah.
So I learned there straight away that it's much harder to diagnose a car than it is to fit parts. And we have to charge you for diagnosis because we are specialists and that's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that straight away separates the crap from the good guys. Because now the clientele we get, they've all got BMs, we don't do Mercs, BMs, BMs, Porsches, Audis, Bentleys.
Yeah.
And they'll all come in, they'll be like, hi mate, can you do a service on my car? Can you also diagnose it? There's an engine light on. Yes mate, we'll service your car. Because you're having a service, we might even do your diag for free as a goodwill gesture.
Yeah.
We'll just check his car, we've got to plug it in anyway.
yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But if you're just solely coming in for
For a diag.
what's wrong with my car,
Yeah.
we're gonna charge. You know, so that was just one of the lessons I learned having my own
It's
business.
like I saw something online the other day, and it was like, you know, your price is X. Can't remember what the saying was, but it's something like, you double your prices, you'll lose half your customers, but you'll double your
You
income.
can double your money, aren't
Yeah,
you? Yeah.
If
because you're
somebody
filtering
rings
out
me-
all the crap.
If somebody rings my service manager or my guys and says, I can get this done cheaper, our reply to them is, go and get it done.
Yeah, we're the same now.
don't
If
the
you
headache.
can
But-
save money
yeah.
and that's your goal, then
That's
go
fine.
and get it done because we ain't cheap.
Yeah,
Our service is not cheap, but
All the diagnostic software, it's
you know, mate,
thousands.
must have,
People don't
I must
understand
have
it.
60,000, 70,000
Yeah.
pounds worth of just plug-in diagnosis equipment.
yeah, and people don't realise
Let
that. That's the
alone my
thing.
toolbox.
Yeah.
My toolbox is probably worth more than my car. Ask him. Honest to God, I'm not
It's
even
as big
lying.
as the car.
Come and have a
The
look
bill
at
with
my
a
box.
snap-on van is still
Honestly,
going.
I've got
it's a toilet's
I've
car, I
got a
know that.
teal-coloured Master Series snap-on box. It was £16,280 plus VAT.
For a bare box.
And I could, if I was a little bit slimmer, I could live in the fucker. It's massive, right? And then each socket's about £38 plus VAT. And there's millions of them in there. Sockets and wrenches and spanners and different things for everything.
And
Let
then you've
alone
got
my
all
special
your-
tools cupboard.
The specialist tools, yeah,
You know, the
that you
timing
need for
chain
every
kits.
single car.
I've got over 200 timing chain
Do you,
kits.
do you still like get on the tools?
Yeah, all
Do
the
you?
time.
All the time?
I did that build
Yeah,
with Craig.
Yeah.
Fair play.
I do it. I love it.
yeah,
But now I just literally do it for my own cars.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah.
You
yeah.
don't
How
need
many-
to. We've got other things that you're
We've got
doing.
technicians. I mean, we've got
was gonna say,
Craig
how
on the
many
BM
people-
side. We've got Steve doing all the Volkswagen Audi group stuff. Then they do MOTs. I've got 2 apprentices who are nearly qualified. I've got a cleaner, and then I've got a service manager who runs the whole show.
Yeah.
And then you're probably sitting there thinking, Imty, what the fuck do you do? You know, but I oversee the whole thing.
I didn't realise you had that many people working
Yeah,
for
we've
you.
got a lot of team. He works for us, Kafi. So we've got a lot of people working for us. Then my missus does admin as well for us. Yeah, it's
It's all
the,
about.
the thing
growing
is to,
more and more,
to
that's the
build
thing,
a
innit?
team. There's another lesson for you. Yeah, I can't be the receptionist. I can't be the guy who answers the phone, and fix your car, and clean it, and answer the phone, and do all these things, and then give you a quality job. Can't do it.
You gotta
So
let-
for that,
gotta
I need
let
to
go of
stop being
control.
greedy.
Yeah.
I need to pay a service manager who's going to do your invoicing. He's going to hold your hand from the moment you walk into my business. He's going to give you a good price. The cleaner's going to make you a nice hot cup of coffee while you're sat in the leather Recaros in my reception, while your car goes into the workshop with a handful of specialist guys. Even my apprentices are so particular. They're both autistic. I've got two, honestly.
That's what you want.
We were saying that's
I've got
what we
two
need. when we take
autistic
someone on.
apprentices, and they are the best kids I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
They're so particular, they're so clever, and they're so sharp, right? They've got the niggles, right? But they're good lads.
Yeah.
No one else they would not last a minute in the dealers. I've worked in the dealers.
Yeah.
It's a ruthless environment.
Yeah.
They take the piss out of you, and they really hit the points that you don't want to be hitting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, these guys have got autism, but I use that as a positive with them.
Yeah.
You lot are special. I mean, they're so good. Like, one of them, Graham, you tell him a talk setting, that guy will remember it till he
Like
dies.
uploads into it.
Yeah.
You know, you
Done.
do the talk procedure on an E92 S65 rod bearings, I get a headache. Right?
He remembers it.
8 cylinders, and you have to do it 3 times on each bolt.
And it's
On,
different.
off, 6 Newton meters, 90 degrees, slacken off, boom, boom. Once I showed him, and he went, yep. Boom. Bang, 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 bang. All done. And I'm like, do you remember it? Even if I ring him now and say, Graham, do you know the talk settings for that? He'll be like, yeah, let me just check in my database.
Let me just load it.
Honestly, and then he'll be like, actually, according to BMW spec, he's fucking like anal. Like,
That's
the
what you
guy
want, though.
knows his
That's
shit.
what you want.
he does.
And he's incredible.
Yeah.
He's a good kid. And then he was that good that I was like, bro, has your dad got any more fucking offspring? 'Cause, like, he's like, actually, I've got another brother with the same problem. I was like, get that guy
Take him on
here.
now.
What does he currently do? He's like, he's a chef, but he's really good at building engines. I was like, get him here. Like,
Best of both worlds.
a bit of sauce in
no,
there.
the thing is, I
Could
did
make Craig dinner.
I did a presentation at Derby College. I'm quite close with Derby College.
yeah.
And it was meant to happen, so I did like a raffle, like a cleaning kit, and Graham the fucker won it, right? So he's really strong, right? He's a big fucker. He looks like the Terminator, right? Very strong, good handshake. He's only 22, 23 years old, but he's a big, strong lad. you know?
Yeah.
And he won it, and he nearly broke my hand, squeezed him, like shaking my hand. But then I had 70 odd applications that time from people wanting to come. And I had them in at 10 at a time, work experience. But then one of them was on their phone, a couple of them were smoking weed, a couple of them had their hands down their pants like, what bro, innit? Like that. I was like, bro, I don't need this shit. Like, and then the only one that was really good was that guy.
Yeah.
So out of 70 odd people, he got it.
Yeah.
And then obviously his brother's there now too. So
Who was
we've
the
got a
guy you
great
were with
team.
yesterday? Someone came to pick you up.
Yesterday.
No, was it yesterday? Drop?
That was
yeah.
the cleaner.
Oh, was
He-
it?
okay,
he is our like, we can't live without him.
Because even he was filming you. I was noticing you get everyone.
Everyone's a videographer around you.
If
you've got hands, you got it.
if I can get on the camera and anyone's there, you are my videographer. So, you know what I mean? Obviously, you just need to shoot it just with an iPhone. But he does all of our, like, he'll make the lads a cup of coffee, he'll empty all the bins, he'll pick up parts, he'll travel to Tom's to go and pick up bits, he'll go anywhere in the UK for us. He does stuff that we don't want to do because we're busy doing other stuff, So he works a couple of days a week for us, and he's great. Cleans up. He's amazing. But what I was trying to say is you can't have a business one man body and try and do everything yourself.
You can only get so far.
You
The thing
have
is-
to have a team in order to develop and delegate, and then obviously you'll smash it.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I've been going since 2014. We both had separate businesses. So I was doing the detailing, as you know, and then Gaz was doing smart repairs. And again, we've just both been best mates, worked together quite a lot. And again, you reach a limit. And that was it. We kind of hit a ceiling of what we could do ourselves. And that was it. And that was why this time, well, obviously, we moved here last year. Start from scratch, both of us together, let's build this together. And straight away, I've learned a lot, because the one thing I struggled with was letting go of control. Because that is a big thing, that's my name. ATD is my name. I can't give that to someone else, bring someone in, because they can't work to my level. And I bet you, at one point, we're in that boat. Well, I'm going to have to bring people in, and this is my thing. So that's where I struggle. Now we're in that boat now. We're like, right, okay, we want to grow this now. So we need to bring in someone that can do this, someone that can do that. That's going to be better than us at doing that. And yeah, so
Level-
what
You
you'll
can
do-
step
levels.
back and then delegate, innit?
Levels,
That's what
Exactly.
you need to do.
It's looking
very
over it, yeah.
difficult to give your business. I mean, you lot are not there yet, but you know, I hope one day you've got lads working for you,
Yeah.
and you've got a team like who are doing stuff for you, and you're delegating. But it's very difficult to get your business, which is a baby, and give it in someone else's hand,
Yeah.
so they can make decisions
Yeah.
on we're doing this job or
Yeah.
we're not doing it. You know, you have to kind of like step back and overlook it.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for me to do that, but I still do it because it's the only way.
To be honest, that's what it was like. Gaz, me and him joined forces, and Gaz joined it, and ATD was always just me. So even though Gaz is my best mate, I found it so difficult to be like, right, Gaz, right, social media, marketing, media, everything, that's you now. And that was like, fuck. Like, I still have a little bit of a say of what's going on the social media, what's doing,
your
this is happening,
OCD
that.
like kicks
And
in. Like,
my OCD is like, oh no, I can't do this. But you have to do it.
The
And
thing
that's
is,
one
it's
thing
like,
I've been learning slowly.
When we have meetings, I mean, we had one this morning, we have one every morning,
Mm.
but like, I always get my 2 pence in because ultimately it's my business, and if I'm not happy
Oh, of
with
course.
something, I will
still
just
get a
drop
final
it.
say, yeah.
I'll just drop it, and it's
Yeah.
like, obviously the service manager who runs the show, Steve, he's another Steve,
Yeah.
right? The most common white name in the history of names.
Yeah.
Bloody Steve.
It's Steve or Chris. It's always Steve or,
Dave.
Chris. Or Dave.
Bloody Steve. But yeah, Steve was the workshop controller and service manager kind of role at Volkswagen. So we used to work for him, me and Steve, me and the Oompa Loompa Steve, right? We used to work for him, and so I was already used to working under him, but he's really, really good. Like, he's got that whole place on lock. So like, the guy we had before him was a youngster, and like, he'd order parts when the car comes in. That's lame. This guy, he's got Wednesday's parts ordered on Friday. Everything's lined up in the job card.
Yeah.
The bits are there. Whether that customer turns up or not, your parts are there ready. You understand? So the customer comes in, bang, bits are there, job gets done.
Yeah.
You understand?
Cars
So the
sat around.
turnover is quicker.
Yeah.
All of a sudden now it's worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So it's little things like that, you know. But you do definitely, in order to grow, you've got to have a team in place. Then it enables you to have spare time and do things that you want to do.
Yeah.
It's a big fire. Business is a big fire, and you've got to keep it lit. How you keep that lit is down to you. The more bodies you have, obviously, look, you don't just go out and get bodies just for the sake of it.
No.
You only get them when you need them.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've outgrown that place where we are, and currently we are looking for a new premises because we have outgrown it. But, you know, it will come.
It's a good problem to have, though,
Yeah,
and
it is a good
it's
problem to
it's like I say, it's finding the trustworthy people, and it's and I know obviously a lot of guys that have been in business, and sometimes you do go through people that that didn't work, and like I said, we're in that position now where we're like, right, okay, we need to grow our team, because at the same time, like, you know what it's like doing YouTube, doing this, doing that. It's multiple jobs. We're doing the job of
in
4
anything,
people.
especially in business, you know what? Consistency is the key, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could be grafting for 4 years endlessly, and at the end of that 4th year, you could just be 3 days from becoming the biggest thing on the planet. You give up, then you're
Yeah.
done. You can't. The thing is, you can't give up. You can't take your foot off the gas. It's
no, you
like,
can't.
why have you done that to a brand new GA21 M3? Because I can.
Yeah.
Because I want to. Because I want to be different.
Yeah.
I-
You got to keep
you know,
pushing it.
We
You
need
gotta
to be
keep
different.
pushing it, yeah.
We need
Which
to
is why we're doing
separate
videos
ourselves.
all the time, little
know,
reels and stuff.
yeah.
Just pop video out here and there. We're
constant.
And
what
we
are you doing
make our
today?
stuff
Oh,
funny.
We're just
No, honest to God, none of our stuff is scripted. We've even filmed here right today during this live podcast. I am filming as well. None of it's scripted. Everything that's coming out my mouth is real time.
Yeah,
Like,
there's no screen there with
there's no
everything.
screen.
He's just
I ain't reading
a
nothing.
prompter.
I'm not reading nothing. Everything's real. Everything's live. It's coming straight out of here.
I liked how the other day when you came, obviously Aaron wasn't here and I was away. We was like, I'll just make a video while I'm here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just
You
do
gotta
that
do it.
because you
The
know,
guy from
Car Cosmetics.
Car
Car
Cosmetics.
Cosmetics,
Complete
yeah,
Car
yeah,
Cosmetics,
yeah.
our
Yeah.
neighbour, yeah. So he was there. And I just made a quick reel, just, you know, it's nice.
Yeah.
So I think the short form content is quite good, especially with the iPhone power these days. You can just make stuff really fast.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of short, I try and do at least a reel a day,
Yeah.
which goes out onto all my platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. And then I try and do push out minimum one good quality video about what's happening
A week.
in Imty's world a week, every week, whether it be
It's
cars
a lot of
or
work.
whatever.
A lot of work.
It is a hell of
It
a
is,
lot.
but it keeps me.
I
I
can do a
like
video
it,
a
man.
week.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, now you've got a team, you can spend that time doing that.
The thing
bringing
is, you
in the
see
business
now,
and-
like before we used to have a videographer who used to come in and I used to pay him a lot of money to shoot a video a week. We were doing one video a week, so that's 4 videos a month. It was costing me a lot of money.
Yeah.
But he was good, bless him, don't get me wrong, but he wasn't doing it like how I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
I want it a certain
You want
way.
your way, didn't you?
Like I've got a very vloggy style of making my videos.
Yeah.
It's all like hyper and it's all like
Yeah.
hey and like
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
me, it's all Craig,
Yeah.
it's all us. Like
Yeah.
and if we want to cut a bit out, we'll cut a bit out. If we want to leave a bit in there, we'll just leave it in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's a vloggy style video,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So and what you'll find is when you do it yourself, all your videos become similar, so people know how your videos are.
They follow a theme, yeah.
There's
So
a
it
theme,
follows
yeah.
a theme, and I really enjoy it. I mean, I've never edited in my life, man.
Yeah.
I started doing it about 8-9 months ago, and I'm addicted to it.
You love it.
actually quite-
you're
all
up
the
till,
time.
like-
I'm actually,
I'll
quite,
go
I'm
home
actually
now and
quite
start
good at
doing
it,
stuff,
and every
yeah.
time he's a witness to it. Every time my videos are getting better and better and better.
We snap little bits in and we go,
Yeah.
oh, put that in there.
Yeah.
And it knits together perfect, and we're like, yes!
Yeah,
That's it!
It's meant
Done
in
it.
it when it works.
And it
I know
works.
nothing about video editing, nothing. I'm good
No,
with
but
picking
you've got
up
more comfortable on the camera than what we did when we
yeah,
first started.
yeah. When we first started picking up a camera, I was fucking hell. Like I'd done it a little bit in the past, but
Oh, you're
I'm,
great on camera now.
at first, but I fucking inside I was
It's me that gets
dying.
nervous. I'm happy to
I-
edit it.
Mate, the
I'll
first
just say a
video
few
I
little
ever
bits.
made, you should go and watch it, right? The first proper video.
I'm gonna scroll right down to
The
find
first
this. Yeah.
proper video I ever made in 2021, like
Yeah.
when I said, right, I'm gonna do this now
Yeah.
properly. It was not long after my mum passed away, so I wasn't the happiest
yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
But like, I was just like a different guy.
Yeah.
I wasn't like this.
Yeah.
I was like, today I'm going to buy a new car.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's going to be a bit of a surprise. Yeah, now I'm like, today I'm going to buy a new
It's
GH1
mad, innit?
M3 and I'm going to tune it up to
Yeah.
1,000 horsepower. Come on!
Yeah,
like on a
yeah,
mad one, you know what
yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah.
But
hyped
it's just,
up.
it's just
But it,
crazy.
it works though, doesn't
That's
it?
what gets
Like,
people.
It
people's
gets
attention.
people's attention.
Yeah, but who
like-
wants to watch a video going, we just got a
Like
portion
it.
today that's
yeah.
yellow.
I mean, in the beginning when he came, he was like that, but now he's charged up too. Like, we just charge each other up.
Yeah.
It's mad.
It's the best way for it. You need a bit of
You need that energy.
personality.
You need that energy,
It's
man.
personality, yeah. That's what it comes down to. It's personality.
It is, it is.
And like, it's one thing because we wanted to do something different with our kind of channel. Because when it comes to detailing,
What you mean,
most
like,
detailers.
when you're protecting your interior?
Yeah.
That was brilliant. Oh, I love that.
I like that. That was
Yeah.
Valentine's
honestly,
Day one.
that was
I like the
brilliant.
husky voice. Did you put a filter on that or something?
No, you just
No,
had
it's
the
just
mic
full.
really close.
That's my morning voice. In the morning. Yeah. That's how I talk to the missus in the morning.
You make me a cup of tea, please.
But yeah, normally what you find with the detailing industry, it's always the same thing. And I suppose it's the same in most industries. The videos always seem to follow the same kind of pattern.
really
It's-
corporate and
Yeah, it's the same corporate today, guys. Here we have whatever, and we're going to be doing this on it today. And there's no, and don't get me wrong, they can be interesting depending on what they're doing, but then they lose that kind of engagement. And we're
All
like,
I'm saying
we
is
just
for
want to have
YouTube,
fun with
you
it.
just want to have fun.
That's all it's
That's all
about,
we wanna
having
do.
fun.
For me, the videos, it's a laugh.
Yeah.
Like, my dad is a very, very like old school man, right? In some of my videos, he's
I
like,
saw him on all your videos going around.
In
his
some,
Prius.
like my dad's very well spoken, you know.
Yeah.
He speaks like the Queen's child. He's
Yeah.
like, you shouldn't be swearing. I heard you say effing, and that's very bad. Like that. And I'm like, Dad, it's all right.
I'm old now.
It's all right. I'm 40 years old, mate. Chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? But it's like, because I need to keep it vloggy.
Yeah.
I need to be me, and the only way I can be me is by just being me. And
Yeah,
occasionally,
yeah.
I do
F word
F
comes
and
out now
blind
and
because
again.
I've been in the motor trade.
Yeah,
You know, and they all F and blind.
Yeah.
I
Speaking
problem.
to real
have to-
people, aren't you? That's,
I
When
have
I'm
to
getting
hold back.
technical, I don't F and blind.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
if I'm showing someone how to do something,
yeah.
then I don't F and blind.
Yeah.
It's fucking 25 newton meters
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, yeah. It's fucking 90 degrees.
Oh,
Well,
dear.
you've got to be yourself, haven't you? You've got to
got
be
to,
yourself. And the thing is, like I said, when we first started, we were a little bit like, oh, yeah, they're trying to find our feet. But then it was when you start hearing feedback from people, they're like, oh, loving your videos, like loving this. The fact, like, you two are just, like, we've had customers turn up. You've probably had the same where they're like, oh, we've seen your videos online.
Yeah.
And they feel like they
come
know
to
you.
Do you know the best
Already?
thing that's ever happened with me and you? We went out in the car to do some testing, and we went past this Audi A5, black Audi A5. It might have been a diesel, it might have been a
Yeah, yeah,
V8, I can't remember. And we were turning right, and then he turns behind us, and then he wanted to get alongside us, and he's got his window down, and he's like waving, he's like, "Bro, your videos are sick, keep them going." I'm like, I looked at him and I was like, "Yeah, that's cool, man."
Yeah.
It's very difficult, right? Because obviously growing up in Normanton and that, someone looks at you and you're like, bro, what the hell are you looking at? man? Like, what? Like, yeah. You want it? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously don't do that no more, but like, you know, coming from like a hostile environment,
yeah.
bro, like,
People stare at you
know.
now because they think they
yeah,
recognise
coming
you.
from a hostile environment,
look,
but
he's staring at me,
like,
right?
man's are staring at you now, and the first thing is like, the guy inside me like, the fuck's he looking at? Like that, and then the other guy is like, bro, chill out.
Yeah.
He's
I
probably
know
seen
you.
your videos, and then all I do now is I say, all right, bro, and he's like, yeah, bro, I saw wicked car, bro. Like that.
Yeah.
You see, now one of the freakiest things is they fucking drive past my house. They fucking know where I live.
Oh,
Honestly,
no.
right? I sold a car the other day, right? I sold an Audi TT, that red one, and this chap messaged me. He's an Indian guy, Gopal, right? Lovely guy, but he's like a scientist motherfucker, you know, like a proper like geek kind of guy, yeah.
Right, yeah.
And anyway, he's like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, and he went, oh yeah, I'll come down, and he come and he just went, you're a YouTuber. As soon as he landed at my house. And on the way, as he was walking in, I just lifted my garage because I was gonna like do the deal in the garage, right? He's seen the G81, like creamed himself straight away. He went, "Oh, I've been watching these videos and this and that," and it all just went from like selling the car to like all about this car.
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But like obviously we're at my house now, bro. It's just like, so I just said to him, I went, listen. Obviously, just chill out, relax. Have a look at the car. Can I have a picture? I was like, bro, I'm not even that big. Just chill, man. We can have a picture. Do you want the car? We'll look around it. So he bought the car and he made a video and he had a look at the pictures. But I am getting that more and more now, especially locally, that people are like saying, "I've seen you. I recognize you." You know, because it's not just the videos on the YouTube; it's the reels more.
Well, to be honest, that came up earlier. I can't
The
remember
reels
who we
just
were
pop
talking
up
to.
all the time.
Yeah,
It's just-
Craig, you know.
Craig,
Yeah.
yeah, one of the mechanics here. We were talking to him, and we mentioned we've got a podcast with him. I was like, oh, you might have seen him. He's got 1,000 brake horsepower M3, and he's like, oh, is that a green one? I was like, yeah. He goes, I keep seeing it pop up like every
Seeing
other
it,
reel.
yeah, so it's popping up.
Yeah.
And that's consistency, you see. So you've got to have some
You have
kind of
to
structure in
plaster,
place. This is why me and Craig, since Craig's come on board, you can actually see the pattern. Before he came on board, it was just like video a week, yeah, well, odd reel here and there. Since he's on board, it's like reel every day, reel every day, reel every day, video every week, minimum 2 videos.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang. Consistency.
Yeah.
Because the energy is there.
Yeah,
Sometimes a team member comes on board and brings that next level energy, which you just like.
How do you come up with the
Get
ideas
charged,
for
innit?
like?
That's
How do you come up with the ideas for a reel a day? You know, we couldn't
So
do that.
we just do fun
roll.
stuff.
Just
Like
roll with it.
sometimes he'll be just doing stuff, and I'm like, quick, whip the camera out, like,
Right,
because
yeah.
it's there and then. It's right there and then.
yeah.
It's that moment
Yeah.
that you got to capture that.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
like
that's where we struggle.
he was re-talking the head up outside. He was on his own, just doing it, and I rolled up and I went, I'm gonna make a reel out of this. And that reel got 250,000 views in fucking 3 days. Honestly, and it was full of slander.
Loads of hate.
Cowboys, fucking dodgy YouTubers, you don't know what you're doing, that's gonna snap, you know, this, that. And I was just like, wow, this is sick. Like, and then
People
there were
are talking now, aren't
there were
they?
people like backing us up from America,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey dude, they're doing it correctly and this and that. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
bro, like that. Like people were commenting it, and it's engagement, you know. So
Engagement's engagement.
Haters,
either
your
way.
haters pay your bills.
It's,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
exactly.
Like, I love it when you guys
It's true,
comment.
that.
I love
It's
it.
true.
Yeah.
I love it when you comment and say that we're just dodgy YouTubers or whatever. Please carry on. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Watch it because you're watching my stuff and I like that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, that's the thing people forget. Like, it doesn't matter who's viewing it. The view's a view.
But that's how we come up with ideas, Gareth. We just literally just do it there and then. Like, I was here that day and I just thought, I'm going to make a reel.
Yeah.
There's no such time as right now.
Yeah. I think the issue that we have is just being OCD.
Yeah, a bit too
You know what it is?
Perfectionist,
What you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
need to do, I'll give you a bit of advice, yeah? Forget about tomorrow.
Yeah,
Nobody's promised tomorrow.
yeah.
Do it now.
Yeah.
I'm here now.
Yeah.
You lot are filming me on a
Yeah.
podcast. I'm
Yeah.
also filming you. Why?
Yeah.
It's content.
Yeah.
We don't roll without cameras, bro. We keep the
Yeah.
camera rolling wherever
Yeah.
we go.
I think that's what we're trying to get used to, just picking the camera up.
It's
whenever
one of
we're
those, I suppose,
recording
you've got to look at it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But
Well, you've got
just
the
do
footage.
it,
You've got it.
and then you've
Like,
got it. Yeah,
this
yeah.
camera I've got on now, I guarantee you there's 15 reels in there right now.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I know there is, 100%, because we've spoken about loads of stuff
Yeah.
that we can just cut and put out there.
Me taking
Get
a
the
foot
clips
long in a
out.
second. You know?
You know, close up
What about
zooms with some
sandwiches?
cameras.
Sandwiches, right? Yeah.
No, it's a foot long sandwich.
So yeah,
We don't need to know about your pastime. It's fine.
I don't do this for money, you know, just for all you lot listening there. You probably think, oh, he's making millions out of YouTube. Whatever I make, I don't need YouTube to make money. I've got other sources of
Well,
income.
you've got your business.
Yeah.
The business is the main
I've got
thing.
a few businesses. I don't just have one, and I've got fingers in all kind of pies. So I do all right, you know. I don't do this to make money. So I'm not saying this to get views or anything. It's just truth, you know. It's just, it is what it is.
Well,
Doing
you
YouTube,
didn't
though, is
check on
different.
our followers and stuff. We've only got.
Yeah, but that doesn't
We're
matter
new
to
to
me.
it. Like we approached you.
You know,
and
the
said, "Look,
difference with me is this. You know, you lot are local Derby people and a small business. I would much rather come on here and speak to you lot than speak to anyone else.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't I do that?
Yeah.
and we appreciate it.
Yeah, but why wouldn't...
We were buzzing. But to be fair, when you started following us a few months ago, we were like,
Thing
"Imty's
is, we were-
following us."
Any
Yeah, we
normal,
were already
any normal
following you.
person should do that because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, look, it doesn't matter how much following you got or not. What matters is how you treated that person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
You know, if you,
100%.
I hate people who go in and throw their weight around like, I'm this. I'm nobody, man. I'm just a no one guy. I'm just a normal person.
we all bleed the same. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter
I'm
what's
just
in
a
the
normal.
account.
And honestly, mate, if I get no matter how many followers or how much money I get or whatever I drive, I will always be like this.
Yeah.
I will always be me.
That boy from Normanton.
That's it, bro.
That's it.
You know,
Commenters
Imty
like
from
us
the
are going to
block, man.
remain common. The thing is, I watch my videos like, I need to be more well-spoken, I need to do this, I need to do that, and I listen to myself talking like, I sound like a retard. But it's
you
fine,
don't.
I'm a
Yeah.
retard. You know what I mean?
the thing is,
We're just...
there's no such thing. Remember one thing. There's only one you. No one can be you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need to play your character the way you play it.
Yeah.
You know, people will have something to say.
They either like it or they don't.
Remember one thing my mum, bless her, used to say, you know, if you do nothing, people will talk.
Yeah.
If you do something, people will
People
talk.
talk, yeah.
So the best thing to do is just do what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simple
something.
as. And you know what? To do what I'm doing on Instagram Reels every day, on doing stuff like this, you know, making videos and everything, people do take the piss.
Yeah.
People do say, look at him, man, he's got a big gap in his tooth, he's fat, he's this, he's that.
Looks like Ice Cube.
He looks like Ice Cube.
Oh, shit!
I'd never noticed that until now.
The Asian Ice Cube!
That's a reel right there. I've been told I look like Ice Cube. He is one of my favourite rappers. Bro. So check yourself before you wreck yourself, innit?
We'll bring in the thug life glasses.
So, you know, the best thing you can do is just be yourself, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Be authentic.
But to do this, you got to be thick-skinned. You can't. You can't have people, you know, saying like I get loads of hate mail all the time. Like you're shit. People will make fake accounts just to tell me how shit I am. I love it.
That's how you know you're doing well.
Yeah,
I love it.
exactly. More hate you get, the better.
I love
obviously
it.
You're doing
You know,
well.
it's amazing. I love it. And the thing is, look, you should always keep grounded. I'm a Muslim, so alhamdulillah, I believe, you know, God planned this for me. I stay humble. I try and practice my religion as much as I can, you know, and the main thing is, the first religion you need to practice is the religion of humanity.
Yeah.
This is where the whole world is lacking. Forget Indian, Muslim, Sikh, white, Christian. you need to practice the religion of humanity first.
It's being a good
The
human.
first
good
thing
people,
is,
100%.
if there's a guy lying there on the floor, you don't go up to him and ask him what religion he is. You help that guy out.
Yeah.
Whatever he is, yellow, pink, black, blue, you help
Yeah.
the guy
Yeah.
first because he's in danger. And that's the religion of humanity. Not,
100%.
not the religion of what everyone follows these days. Like, oh, he's Christian and he's Muslim. That's afterwards, mate.
Yeah.
Everyone's faith is equal to them. Simple as.
Yeah, 100%. I've always said.
And as Muslims, we're taught not to disrespect anybody's faith. Even at the time of the Prophet Muhammad, you know, whenever they used to like have battles or take over any land, say for example there were Jews there, they never just used to slaughter them. They used to basically say to them that, look, if you want to accept Islam, you can. If you don't want to, you can practice your own religion, but you'll have to live under our rule. That's it. That's fair, isn't it? So, you know, religious stuff, there's a lot of people who are too far right in it. I just practice the religion of humanity, mate. I'll be nice, I'll be kind, I'll be humble.
It's the best way to be.
I respect the elders, I give love to the kids.
Respect goes a long way, and I
course it
think
does,
for
bro.
me, like, just be a good human. That's all I say.
does.
Just be a good human, regardless of religion or whatever else. It doesn't matter. Like to me, like there's two things that pull humans apart, and that's borders and religion. Generally,
It is.
it's
it
borders
is.
and religion.
You know,
And
when you
that's-
create differences in
Yeah.
people, yeah, we can never unite.
No.
Yeah, the thing is, that's ultimately, look, we are all created by God.
Yeah.
End of story. Don't matter what religion you are. So if you can't be nice to someone, then you're a waste man. Simple as.
I mean, you look at it years ago, someone thinking an Indian and a Pakistani sitting together on a sofa.
Yeah, but we're
having a
bros,
chat.
man.
That's what I mean.
brothers,
like,
man.
And
you
two
did-
toffee crisps.
And the
or
two
whatever.
toffee
The thing is, look, I talking a little bit about that, right? I have actually had a pretty tough life from a youngster. So I was raised in Stockey. I don't know if you lot know Stockey, Stockbrook. It's like predominantly white area, yeah?
Yeah.
So my dad had a load of shops on Utoxeter Old Road, a petrol station.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's a businessman, right?
Yeah.
Typical bloody Indian.
Indian.
Like, had shops and shit, right? But I grew up in that area,
Yeah.
and then, because I used to live there were no Asians there.
Yeah,
It was just us.
yeah,
And my dad owned all the shops,
Yeah.
right? Obviously, daytime I was at school, mixture of kids now, Asian kids, white kids who I grew up with and played football with, and you know the white way, like Sunday, like get in there, let them know you're there, like
Yeah,
football
yeah,
and
yeah.
that, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously, the Asian boys are meeting them at night at the mosque. Now there's like a bit of a clash. They're like,
Yeah.
"Who are you, bro?
You've been there, yeah.
And to top it off, I'm a Punjabi. I'm not from Kashmir.
Okay.
Most of the Pakistanis in the UK, they're from a place called Kashmir. So I'm a Punjabi though from Pakistan. So me and him are probably the same. We speak the same language, Punjabi.
I didn't
So
realise you could have a
Yeah.
Punjabi from Pakistan.
Punjab goes into Pakistan.
Punjab goes into Pakistan. So the biggest threat to the whole system is Punjab because
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're lions, innit?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
You're across the two.
We're shared, innit? That's the thing. So the thing is, the Pakistani guys were like, you are a Sikh. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm a Muslim, bro. And they're
Yeah.
like, but you speak Punjabi. I'm like, I know, but I'm a Punjabi Muslim.
Yeah, yeah.
And then obviously stuff was cracking off in school and the white guys were like, you're with them. And I'm like, I'm not with them. I live with you. And they're like, you're with them. So I was like the sheep in the middle.
It's
So-
funny because you say that. It's
Yeah.
same to me. I grew up in Long Eaton, predominantly white.
Very
Didn't know
difficult
any
time.
Indians.
As a kid, I had a
And-
difficult time. So
Yeah.
they all kind of turned on me. It was like
Yeah.
the white guys were like, you bloody bastard, right? And then the Asian guys were like, you're with them. And I was like, what the hell?
You're
Like-
literally stuck in the middle.
so then obviously,
You don't know where to
as you
belong.
grow older, I had to move out of that area because we had
Yeah.
a lot of issues which we dealt with.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, it's life, innit? You know, you get through
You
it.
deal
but,
the cards.
but
you-
I've got
you-
a wide array of people that I know. So many people, man. It's, even Craig's connected, innit? We know so many people
Yeah.
up and down the fucking world now.
You think
not
I've
even-
been around with that many BMs? Everyone comes to me for a problem with a BM.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. You just build on that. So
Yeah.
the amount of messages I get a day from friends and stuff that I've met through
Everyone
car
knows
scenes.
Craig.
How do you do this?
Well, this
I'm
is
sure
it.
I've messaged you
Yeah,
tons
you
of times.
have, yeah,
I don't
you're
do that.
saying- Yeah, and what you're saying when it comes to detail. I'm going to put
Yeah.
this ceramic coat on, Aaron. What do you reckon? No,
Yeah.
don't do that, mate.
Yeah.
All right, okay. I'll not do that. So this is how it works.
Yeah,
It's how we
100%.
roll together.
100%. Oh yeah, be a good human. Just chat shit. And yeah, like it's
Don't film people when they've crashed.
yeah, don't film people when they've crashed.
All I can say to you guys, man, keep it up. You do a great
Cheers,
job.
man.
Thanks for having us. And
Keep doing what
we
you're
need
doing.
to do a part 2, man.
Yeah, we do.
we
That's
will
part
do.
2,
We
and
will
that's
do a part
1,200, and
Yeah,
that's
1,200
1,000.
and that's 1,000. Yeah.
And come and play on simulator.
But you're
Sim
welcome
night.
at Gtech
Sim
anytime.
night.
If you guys
Thank you.
need
Sim night.
anything, any
Yeah.
help,
No, we'll
Yeah,
nip
we'll definitely
round.
come
run
down,
into any
yeah.
problems, the garage is
You're
around the
literally just
corner.
around the corner.
Come down.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
know if I want to pay 96
So by the
pounds
time
for
this comes
diag.
out, by the time this video comes out, that's going to be 1,200 break.
I think it will be,
Will
yeah.
be, yeah.
Well, starting it tonight.
What time you get the
got it.
Nando's in then?
We're starting it tonight.
Sound boys, thanks for coming
Lovely
on.
to meet you, man. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for coming on, Craig.
Thank you, man.
Nice.
And we'll see you when we see you. And
We will.
thanks
Signing
for
out,
watching.
guys.
Subscribe. We'll link Imty's channel.
Yep.
And obviously subscribe to us. See you on the other side.
And also, guys, thank you for watching this podcast video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please go and follow my boys, ATD Valeting, the detail specialist in Derby.
That vehicle appearance
Got
specialist.
correct you there.
ATD. Please go ahead and follow ATD, the vehicle appearance specialist in Derby. You've got, I forgot your fucking name now.
Aaron.
You've got Aaron here.
Beat him, you Columbus. I thought we were brothers, man.
You've got Aaron and Gareth, so if you need them, go check them out. I will leave the link in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe. That bad boy is about to go 1,200 horsepower. We're going straight from here, putting it on the ramp. Next, the head is coming off. And I'll see you in the next video. We're signing out.
Peace out.
Peace.
Bye.